live. We're live.
Howdy, everybody. Right off the bat, we'll give a little disclaimer that we might go through one area here in just a couple minutes that will lose service for a couple of maybe 30 seconds or a minute or so. Promise we'll be right back up. But if anybody's familiar with when we were chasing, the day Connie and I were down chasing in West Virginia and followed the storm from Charleston north, and right as we got into the circulation, we lost service. That we're going to be going through that area here in probably about 5 minutes.
It's just going to be a relaxed chat and ride day through the beautiful state of West Virginia and Kentucky. We're already out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're pretty good ways from home already.
Yeah, we wanted to do a few business things while the three of us were together, which doesn't happen very often anymore. So we got Josh in the house,
Howdy.
Chris, and Connie.
Oh, I don't get to say howdy. Howdy.
You were already talking.
I see how it is.
How is everybody today? Hi, Dreambird. Oh, I gotta move this down and stay looking right at the mirror.
I'm driving off the road looking at what you're doing.
You're gonna see the hood a little bit, but
And there are just some days when you're having some GI issues, you just love to come to this town and fix everything. Gas away.
oh no, John, I did not hear about that. Nolly's watching. John said, did you hear about the tornado in Palermo, Italy? It sank a super yacht, leaving 1 dead and 6 missing.
Oh no.
No, good.
Well, you said it sank a super yacht?
So it was like a water spout?
That's crazy.
Hey, Keith.
Not good at all.
Yeah, that's very crazy. Yep, no chasing today, just a little ride and chat on our way down to the Bluegrass State. It is Mama and Papa, and Josh is in the back seat.
Yep.
We're heading down to Kentucky to pick up a hail guard for the TIC, the Tornado Intercept Kia.
Is that what we call it? That's the tick, yeah. The tick.
Josh's ride. Because he has that panoramic sunroof, so we want to keep the hail off of it, because that would be quite expensive. We're going to pick it off of another chaser down there, so we're heading down today, spending the night. We're going to pick it up tomorrow morning and drive back. Hi, Ghosty.
Ghosty.
It's all over the news. If you check Sky News online, you will see it. Oh, no.
That's not good at all.
Is that the 1 horsepower vehicle? JBL asked, is that the 1 horsepower vehicle?
The tick.
Yeah, we haven't been together for a while. We've been working, and Josh is going out chasing on his own a lot while we're working.
While he was working, we were chasing some with Mars and stuff. But I'm trying to think, when was the last time the three of us were all together on the chase?
I can't even think.
Know.
Yeah. Hi, Beleen.
Chase-cation?
Not quite in Kentucky yet. We're still in West Virginia. We're down near,
Something.
yeah, Sutton, West Virginia. We just passed Flatwoods. Flatwood monster did not jump out and attack us.
Yeah.
Yep, we're nearly at 6,000. And I was saying on the stream yesterday, I was chatting because I was at work. I told everybody, if we get to 6,000, we are going to do a dance on a short. That way people don't miss it, and we'll all have our hats on. I'm going to order another hat, so Mars has one too, and all 4 of us will do the dance. So it might be a little not in, but yeah, we'll get you a dance out there. But it's been about 3 weeks, JBL said. I know we've been taking Mars with us a lot because either Josh is chasing with a friend or he's off on his own and we do our own thing. Like the day he was down in Florida chasing Debbie, Hurricane
I was
Debbie,
gonna say, yeah.
and we were out in Eastern PA chasing. No, I'm sorry, we were up in
Mercer.
Mercer and Hermitage for the tornado up there. This area we have been.
We actually were chasing it with Mars.
Yeah.
A month ago.
Yeah, down in southern Indiana, northern Kentucky.
Made it into Bowling Green.
But my favorite area down there is what's it called? The Red
River Gorge.
Yes, that's beautiful there. We've Mama and Papa stayed in a cabin down there for a weekend. It was beautiful.
What the heck was the name of those? I can't remember now.
Hi, Chris. Good to see you. Josh is with us too. Just missing Mars. Hopefully she'll jump on later and say hi to you all. But she's still sleeping. Because she was still up when we got home from work.
She was wide awake when we got home from work.
Tomorrow we might do a little looking around. There's a town.
This is the area that we may lose service.
Yeah, we might lose service, guys, so just stick with us. Did you see what Chris said? Hi, Josh hiding in the background.
Howdy. Sorry, I'm not feeling so hot back here.
Yeah, Josh isn't feeling too good. He's had a cold, but now he's having some belly. We all are. We're not feeling real great in the stomach today. But
How about those trees out there, guys? Middle of August, and it already looks like the middle of September. With
yeah, they're starting to turn already.
changing color.
But
All that dryness.
yeah, there's a town that we want to go through town here in Kentucky tomorrow. We want to check out from a documentary we watched. Very cool if you're into the paranormal. It's called Hellier. I'll give the video some hype. The documentary some hype. Hellier is the name, and it was on Amazon Prime. You'd have to watch it. I'm not even gonna tell you what it's about, but it's paranormal.
Yeah.
And it leaves you with more questions than answers, and I hope they come out with a third season.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's 2 seasons so far. Well, thank you, Sheila. I think getting out of the house a little bit will help, but Josh is probably gonna nap in the back for a little bit, and then he'll get on. Huh?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, then he'll get on and chat with everybody, but yeah, he's not feeling the greatest. Our bellies aren't feeling the greatest, but it's going around up where we live. There's bad stomach flu, but I mean, I don't think we're at that point. It's kind of blah.
No, I think there's a GI bug and we got a touch of it for sure.
Yeah.
But we do work with sick people every day, so.
Yeah.
And everybody we take has it.
Chris said if you snore, you have to do a dance. Okay.
I have to do a dance when I snore. I gotta do a dance because I'm Josh. I gotta do a dance because we get 6,000. I gotta do a lot of dancing.
That's just because everybody likes your dancing.
My knees are gonna be blowing out before I'm 30.
No. They like your singing too.
Right?
Yeah. It's
Your singing was hot.
it was
Hardcore.
I even broke my own ears. Just like when I looked at the mirror,
no.
and then I broke YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh, right here is where Mom and I rode out that one, the tornadoes in circulation.
What's sweet?
We got off here at this exit and there's a little parking ride right over there that we were sitting in. Right there, right at that intersection.
Ghosty said they've had a lot of rain over the weekend, and it's caused a large slip on the main road north. Luckily, we can take detours. They had a lot of flooding out in like Lancaster last night. Josh was out there streaming.
Did you end up seeing anything, Josh, in any of the areas you went, or
What?
with flooding?
Yeah, we saw some flooding.
Did you see some?
Yeah, and Lancaster before we stopped or no, it was right after. It was before I got food.
Okay.
Yeah, we went through it, like the whole intersection was underwater.
Oh, wow.
Like a big intersection, the main road. We saw some run across and some sides of the road filled up, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, I wonder what the deal was with the those rescues, what was going on there. That one he was saying, there was 2 cars with like 7 people.
4 people. 2 per car.
So Billeen said, I enjoyed the stream through PA yesterday. It brought back a lot of memories. And Sheila said, I enjoy hearing Josh sing. John sent a link on Messenger about the tornado. Yeah, Josh is going to watch that. Ghosty wants to sing karaoke with you.
I don't get
Do
to
you need the rest area?
Anybody need the rest area? You get
I'm good for now.
Okay.
Thankfully, chill out.
It'll be every other one.
Yeah, right.
I do not like this. I always keep this over a little more because it keeps getting the mirror when you're further away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Connie didn't set up the mount today, and she's mad about the way I set it up. So
Well, I don't want them to have to look at the mirror.
she's very specific. Not bad.
You gotta get on top of breaker companies, please windshield.
Next gas stop. Scrubber. We can maybe move her then too if we need to.
No, Josh actually, we bought it for him out of our donations and stuff like that for his vehicle off of another chaser. He had it for his vehicle and he sold that vehicle, so he doesn't need the hail guard anymore. I guess it doesn't fit. I'm not sure why he's getting rid of it, but he had it custom made, and it actually, we got the measurements and it will fit on Josh's Kia to protect his panoramic sunroof.
So I can get you guys a little bit closer to the store because I don't have to be freaked out as much about hail.
Yeah, because his sunroof's the big worry.
Yeah, that's the big worry. If it's the windshield, you know...
This should cover your windshield
right,
too, so.
But Safe Flight, you know, is real good with the windshield. I worry about my sunroof.
Yeah, a windshield's not going to cost as much as a panoramic sunroof. You
Yeah,
know, that's...
Right, so that's why I want to...
Sean,
We'll still be careful, but...
we're down near Sutton, West Virginia. And we're heading to Kentucky. Yeah, the chaser we're going to buy it off of is Chris Hall, if any of you have heard of him. Josh has kind of gotten to be good acquaintances with him, and he's a really nice guy. So
And Josh always seems to end up around him on Tropical.
yeah,
Same parking lot somehow.
like this year during Debbie, they were in the same parking
we were
lot.
in Walmart.
Yeah, same. They were
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
parked
yeah.
right next to each other.
Yeah.
We
So-
did for Debbie too, the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
He pulled up right beside us. I was like, I'm taking a nap. Okay.
I remember we went to that parking ride the day we did the freaking up and down
Yes.
79.
That is something.
We did get some pretty good some pretty cool video that day.
I guess.
I saw Landon used a lot of it in some of his videos. He's put out.
Chris Gray said he's subbed to Chris. He has been for ages.
Oh, cool.
Yep, that's who we're buying the hail guard off of. Well, we already paid him because we couldn't get down here till this weekend because of other
George
things
bought it
going.
before Debbie.
Yeah, he bought it before Debbie, but Debbie came up and they both went on the storm, so Josh can obviously go down and pick it up, but we have to use Chris's truck to pick it up because we can't mount it until we get back home. We're going to take it to our friends at PTL Fabrications, who's one of our subscribers.
Super fans,
Yeah, he's a
subscribers.
super fans. He lives in our area and they fabricate and weld stuff. So we're going to stop over there and they're going to figure out how to mount it best for him. So, but in the meantime, it's only going to fit in the bed of Chris's truck. And that's strapped down with the tonneau cover up.
Yeah, it's going to end up being long, so I'll get her figured out, though.
Gas, food, hotels, things like that. So we appreciate all of the support you guys give us. Any of the money accrued from memberships, all of that stuff goes right back into our chasing. Better equipment. We're looking at getting a cell phone boost,
Loves.
like a booster. We did make a wish list up. We have to go to the post office this week to get a P.O. box, and we're gonna publish the wish list. That way, if anybody wants to send us anything from the wish list. But it's all related to the storm chasing, for rescue, for medical equipment. It's all that kind of stuff. So
And I've been pushing a lot harder to get out for you guys. So obviously with Debbie, with yesterday, what could it cost me another system next week? Maybe one
Loves.
after that. We're watching. Get anywhere I can for you guys.
Showing results for loves along your route.
Really try, I promise.
I see you're getting a storm tonight, Sean. You said there's some lightning in it for you. I know you like the lightning.
We're going to Richmond, Virginia right now.
Well, that's where Sean is. He's in Virginia.
There's one going through Richmond right now that's flash flood more than answer thunderstorm.
Oh. Maybe you should have went Jason today.
We'd have never went to Hemlock.
I know. We gotta go get it.
Well, today was only a marginal risk, so I wasn't as worried about it.
Big otter. So how's everybody else doing? We have like 41 people watching. I'm so excited you're all joining us today. Like I said, it's not a super eventful day of storm chasing, but instead we're gonna do a ride and chat on our way down to the Bluegrass State and pick up some storm chasing equipment from another chaser. So
Yeah, the ride chat days you get to learn about us, and we get to kind of discuss anything.
yeah, we get to learn about you. If you want to talk about yourselves,
We don't have to just focus on weather.
so JBL, I think there are first aid kits on Amazon with like a tourniquet. I don't think any of them sell them with a C-collar. I make up our first aid kits.
Showing results for loves along your route.
The stuff I have on our wish list, it's broken down into parts. Like we have ABD pads and like BVMs and tourniquets, but we already have somewhat of a first aid kit with a lot of equipment in it.
Showing results for
Being a paramedic, I know what kind of is needed on like a mass casualty incident. So I got a lot of those supplies and put them in a bag. But we want to make 2 up. One for Josh's vehicle, one for our vehicle, in case we're chasing separately or we get separated. It's always good to have that equipment on hand. But I think Amazon does have some like first aid kits with like stop the bleed stuff in it, tourniquets, quick clot, things like that. But other than that, you would have to buy it piecemeal to put it together. One of the things that we do have on the wish list are 2 military backpacks. They have a lot of pockets, so you can put a lot of things in it, and it's easier to carry in when you're doing search and rescue to treat people instead of like a handheld bag, which is what I have now. So yeah, everything, like I said, Chris and I have put our heads together and piecemealed our kits with what we need. So, yeah, we actually don't have access. I mean, we do have access, but we can't take it from work. So you can order it all separately on Amazon. They have all that stuff. You just have to buy it separate. They don't have a kit with, I mean, they have first aid kits, but they're kind of cheesy. So I think they do have ones with tourniquets and like quick clot, but not like a collar or a BVM. We're getting all that stuff separate to put it all together into a kit.
Just thinking of another piece of equipment I'd love to have in a vehicle for that.
What's that?
A Halligan. I don't know if you can get them on Amazon or not.
I don't know.
They ain't cheap either.
You might be able to find one from a fire department if they have like an old one.
Yeah, they have those like fire department flea markets.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'd like to get one out.
Thank you, Chris, for putting that out there. John said they're getting the after effects of Ernesto in the UK.
Oh, wow.
Chris says 41 watching and only 27 likes. I said, come on, guys.
And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, if
We're
anyone's
so close to 6,000.
If anyone's lurking and you're new here, please so close. And like
Subscribing.
I was saying earlier before some of you got on, we are going to do a dance at 6,000. Every time we reach our goal, we're going to do a dance, but we're going to start doing them in a short, like a short video, so nobody misses it. Because I know we have some pretty big supporters that can't get on always when we're like doing the live dance. So we will do the dance, and that way Mars is with too. We can all do the dance and post it for you guys to watch. Kim's on. Hello, Kim.
Kim.
Todd, how are
Hi,
you?
Todd. Some of our super fans joining.
We are not, as paramedics, we are not allowed to intubate unless you have, like, we can't, Chris and I can't, because we are only state certified. We can't do it outside of our state.
Well, it doesn't matter what you're
Yeah, you have to have medical command to do it.
So you have to be working for a medically licensed service.
Yes, we have had
ALS skills.
We've had this conversation with our medical director at our ambulance service, and you cannot
Perform any
ALS skill unless you are working for a company with a medical director. And I know there's some paramedics out there that work for contracted travel agencies, and that would be fine if they do it as long as they have medical command through there, but we do not. So we're not allowed to do any advanced airway. We're not allowed to start IVs on people. We can't.
Basically, the only thing you can do is first aid.
Yep.
We can do EMT skills.
Yeah,
Yes.
wrapping up EMT skills and then take them to the hospital. That's all you can do.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Life or death.
I don't know.
I might ask for forgiveness later, but
I don't know if you're allowed JBL, like if you're a medic and you want a way to intubate, but it's it's illegal to do that. You will lose your license.
yeah, you have to be working because you work under your medical command doctor's medical license. So if it's not a sanctioned thing by him or by them, we'll say not him, but them.
Yeah, you'd end up in big trouble. Like a few years ago, I had to do an advanced airway procedure, but it wasn't intubate. Like someone was choking and I had to remove the object, but it was like 2 miles outside of my service area. But I immediately called my medical director, and she was like, absolutely, you're fine, because you called me basically getting command. So she gave me orders to do it. So that's fine, but out of state would be even if you're nationally registered, usually you can't get command in a different state. It's really weird how it all works, but
Yeah. I feel like that with our medical director, that would be something that if we called and said, this is our situation and we need to do this,
Yeah.
he would be like, I'll back you. Then he's gonna say, "How'd you get the equipment?"
He said I would be saving the life anyway and get sued later.
Yeah, right. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Isn't our medical profession a mess?
Yeah, I mean, we would do what we could to save their life, but I can't carry the equipment with me because that shows that you're intending to do it. I mean, if there was another ambulance there and it was their equipment, but you can't really use intubation equipment of your own.
You could use oral airways, nasal airways, BBM,
Yeah.
all that. I don't think you can even use like eye gels or anything because
Nope.
it's still an advanced.
Airway, yep.
It's advanced to at least an AEMT level. I don't think
But-
you can do that, which is dumb. But they are progressing a lot, so maybe we'll see some changes in that. Again, I'm back to the I'll ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah, like my situation I was in, I wasn't working. I was at a little community carnival fair, and someone started choking, and I used the equipment off the ambulance that was there. I used McGill forceps to remove the object from the airway, but my doctor gave me permission to do that. So because their ambulance only had 2 EMTs
It had
on
to be
it.
done. Like,
Yeah.
It was like, and that's where I'm back to. It's better to beg for forgiveness than
Yeah.
ask permission
Yep.
when you don't have time.
But wasn't carrying them, you know what I mean? Like,
That's true too.
yeah, it's not my
It was
equipment.
a service that you used
Yes.
to work for, and so it was like very. I think that would be a whole different level there. Like,
We have a little weather up here.
I see that. I'm looking at that neat little
nice lowering.
little nipple funnel there. And all that.
Let's see what else is going on. Ernesto, still 90 mile per hour, but hauling ass 28 miles per hour towards the UK. Deborah says, everyone, I want to let you know that my brother is doing very well. Everything caught up his heart rate, and he's in a regular room. That's awesome, Deborah. Glad to hear that. I was telling you that yesterday. You said he was doing much better.
Remind me I remember he was in the
He
hospital.
got a
but
pacemaker.
That's what it was. I couldn't remember exactly what it was that he was in.
And then Todd said he's doing somewhat better. My beloved Kilmarnock have a dream European tie against Copenhagen. We've lost both our first league games. Oh, that's not good.
We are talking all subjects. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the looks of that little base up there.
Yeah.
It's just little popcorn stuff, though.
Yep.
So we're gonna cruise right through.
They're talking about Ernesto a lot. Trying to catch up.
What?
Yeah, I wanted to get out for Ernesto when it hit Bermuda, but plane tickets were just too expensive.
Yeah, we're not to that point yet.
JBL said you're allowed to possess any of that equipment deemed as personal. Yeah, we've always been told by our doctor no.
I mean, if they authorize it, he looked into it because he wanted to make go bags for people like when we went on vacation. And the more he looked into it, he couldn't do it because it's all by prescription.
Yes.
And if you're not working for the functioning
It's-
as the service, you can't do it individually.
Because that would be like someone going on to Amazon and buying a surgical airway kit and then
Yeah.
using that, and that would be like really bad. But you might be allowed in a different area.
And it may be a different
Yeah,
state too, because
yeah.
JBL's Ohio, so
Yeah.
I don't know if they're.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Their
I know
laws
in
are different.
Pennsylvania that, like, Chris is a wildland fire warden, and he can't even carry ALS equipment in our own area because he's not working for the service at the time.
Correct.
Like if he would be medical team on a wildland fire and someone needs an IV, he can't start an IV. So he's not even allowed to carry the IV equipment. So it's very weird here in Pennsylvania, at least.
And with that, there probably has to. My thoughts is like we have the CERT team. So we have members of our company that also go with the state police on their emergency response call, and they are covered under the medical director, but there's probably legal paperwork that's saying that, you know, it's a contracted service through mutual aid for
Right.
the state police. So if they probably came up with some kind of paperwork that said it would be a mutual aid would be a contracted service through the state for the wildland firefighting, I probably could do it then. And we were in the process of getting that underway, and I kind of got away from it because we've been storm chasing this year. So
Yeah, I know, like, there are paramedics, like I was saying, if you're a contracted service, like, they get medical paramedics for, like, movie sets that travel around, but they're under a medical director that...
The company that
Yes.
that provides the paramedics is a medical director and a license to practice that way.
Yeah, so
And
you
they're
could
probably
be-
provisional,
Yes.
like how, depending on what your work type is.
Keith said my DIY surgery kit also came with consent forms, though.
Nice.
Would you agree for me to do this surgical airway on you? I'm going to do a surgical tracheostomy.
Sign here.
Sign here. I'm going to be doing a field amputation. Sign here. Oh wait, that's the arm that needs amputated. Never
Like they
mind.
do now when you go in when you're having your surgery on something. Take this marker and put an X on the, make sure we're doing the right arm. Remember they had you do
Yep.
that when you were having your surgery, that you had to put an X on the arm that they were going to do the surgery on. So it was your fault if they did the wrong arm. That's fucking great. Excuse my language.
JBL said, I will say this, while being a tour manager on tour, I was allowed to possess any of that equipment and or any basic life support. The DOT has something in there where we are allowed. The basic life support you're allowed, like any BVMs, anything that is like EMT level or below, but anything advanced life support,
At least in Pennsylvania.
yeah,
Like,
in Pennsylvania for sure, with the under your certification. And we just won't do it. I mean, anybody can do whatever they want. I'm not going to get sued because I've been to court too many times for other stuff, and it's not fun at all. Like, just testifying,
yeah.
and it's not fun.
Hey, we're just weather guys.
Yeah, that's probably the difference there. I did have a team doctor I had to confer with. Yeah, that's probably the difference. Yeah, that's
it. Yeah.
But if you're just out as a storm chaser, we don't have like a doctor to talk to.
Right.
We-
Now, if we had a
Yes, we
like,
do. Yes, we do. Dr. Ray Timmer.
Funny. Sign here. No.
Sign here that you'll never stop, never sneeze it,
right?
even with a broken arm.
Oh my lord. I still think with our medical director, if we had the means, I think a situation like what we had, we'll say, we're at something, an ambulance shows up.
Yeah, and they didn't have any
they didn't have an ALS.
either.
I think
Yeah.
our doctor would back us to do what we had
Oh,
to.
we're using their equipment.
I know several years ago, our medical director told us he was going to start making up go bags for us, but the equipment was going to be supplied by our ambulance service. He didn't want us to go out and buy our own stuff because it's not tested. It's not, they can't any way, shape, or form say that, yep, this is FDA approved to use. But when they order it through the ambulance service, it is. So Chris and I came across a really bad accident in West Virginia.
On this road.
And it was a family. The father was killed, and there was a 3-year-old in the back seat that was very bad shape. And Chris and I had our hands tied. We didn't have any equipment even to do basic life support, but we did what we could. And when the ambulance got there, they were BLS providers on. There was no paramedic with them. and they wanted us to do advanced airway on this little girl, and I can't. I know, like, I mean, we have a duty to act, but you can't do it without medical direction. So, like, we had to use the BVM and bag her until a paramedic arrived, which is horrible. But we had to go through, like, stress debriefing with our medical director. He put us through, like, the our behavioral health at our hospital. We actually went through some PTSD therapy for that, because it was a really bad call, and we couldn't do anything, was where we were coming from, that it was so bad for us. But he told us, you know, you did the right thing with what you had. Yeah, I know in Pennsylvania, if we work for an ambulance service, we have to use our medical director only for command. So even if we're, like, transporting a patient from one hospital to the other, and something happens on the way to that hospital, we can't call that doctor at that hospital. We have to call back to our medical facility to get orders. Hi, Chrissy. But definitely, yeah, our BLS, well, our first aid kit has tourniquets. I bought a ton of tourniquets. But our wish list has some quick clot on it, and bigger, bulky bandages. They're called ABD pads. To stop bleeding, and just all kind of things like that, you know, I'm trying to put together a kit with what we know we use on big mass casualty incidents. Grifter! It's all nice and sunny. Those clouds are beautiful. So how else is everybody today? I'll stop talking about all our medical stuff, but that is one of our things we do. If there is a tornado or a storm that hits a town and we are there, we are going to stop our chase to help search and rescue and treat patients. Being in the medical field for over 30 years each, that's just what we're going to do.
Yeah, Josh is full training of an EMT, just never sat for his test.
Yeah, he has first responder, so he can help us, you know. He knows how to put a tourniquet on. Anybody should learn how to put a tourniquet on, because you never know. Emergency blankets, I don't have them on my list. We always carry a huge pile of blankets. Hi, Justin. But yeah, like I said, when I get our PO box, I'll publish our wish list. If anybody would want to support us that way, they can. They can, you know, send us some stuff. It all goes in our kit for helping to search and rescue and treat anybody that is injured by a storm. Yes, people do try to sue for broken ribs and things like that after CPR, but you can't determine that, you know, when you're doing CPR. Bad CPR is better than no CPR, but most times you are going to break ribs when you're doing quality CPR.
Yep.
It's not even bad CPR. That would be like quality.
Yeah, when you're doing CPR, that's what happens. I can tell you, I've done CPR, I don't know how many times.
Because compression depth is at least 2 inches to get good quality compression of the heart.
And your rib cage is so fragile. just a little bit of pressure on it, right?
Yeah, everybody is
A lot of
so,
people end up with
so
broken
happy.
airbags go off, in an accident. It happens.
Oh, your buddy Pezex is on.
We give you a headache. We
I
give
mean,
you a headache.
Yeah, we'll add that to our wish list there, Ghosty. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have a couple of those emergency blankets. Like, not the kind that are, big bulky, but
The
like
foil
the
ones?
foil ones. That'll keep someone warm if, need
and I
be.
might
Well, if
look
nothing,
into-
they also keep water off too.
Yes.
And I might look into myself, just for myself buying it, is maybe like a couple teddy bears or stuffed animals.
For kids.
Yeah.
You know what?
You can
Maybe
do that to, and even an if you come across an accident.
just thinking about the emergency blankets instead of those like the foilish type blankets because they are kind of flimsy. Small tarps, a couple
Yeah.
small tarps. Because if you had like, we'll say for an example, you got somebody that is stuck in some debris and it's pouring down rain, you could at least, cover up them, like just like something like a 10 by 10 tarp or something.
Yeah. That's something I could put on in just some tarps.
Like, yeah.
But we do have some dreamy things on our wish list. Like I said, it's a wish list, but like a chainsaw. Because you gotta get access.
And the battery ones.
Yes.
I like those for just quick. And you can carry that with you when you're going into some rubble if you needed to cut a couple pieces of 2x4 or something.
Keith said I keep that freeze-dried astronaut ice cream in my trunk just in case. Kidding, but I love that stuff. When we go out for the blizzards, especially, we always keep cases of water with us when we're chasing. You never know who's going to need water, especially us. You can't rescue someone if you need rescued. So if you go down from heat and dehydration, you can't help anybody else. But we always kept water, but we started bringing, when we do our blizzard chases, a little camp stove. It's a tiny little single burner
Coleman fuel.
Yeah, Coleman fuel stove. And then we bring like a couple canned good type foods or like the microwavable food. You could still pour it into a little pot and heat it up over a little burner.
Yeah.
And we bring like granola bars and little like packs with the peanuts and raisins in it, things like that are high protein for people that are out doing search and rescue or that need rescued. It's always good if they can eat.
And then we had it if we got stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait a while.
Yeah, that's what we do. Hard hat. The boys both have hard hats. I have a helmet on my wish list that is hot pink because I have to. We have. Yep, we don't have a machete, but we do have the chainsaw. We have a handheld hatchet. We do have a little shovel, but we always have a shovel with us.
Actually, this trip we took it out. We'll need it.
Yeah. We have a battery pack for like if someone needs jumped, just to help them on the side of the road.
Or if we need it.
We always keep toilet paper with us no matter where we go. Even if it's not storm chasing, we always have a full roll because I have two boys and I have drones. You never know. Never know. But like leather gloves for search and rescue. We have that on the list. We have
Just hit the windshield. Small helicopter.
Yeah, we have all the stuff for our first aid kits on our wish list. Yeah, nothing on our wish list is like personal. It's all for our chasing, whether it's search and rescue, medical treatment. We have batteries. We have headlamps on there. It's all good to have when you're out chasing
some of the
start.
stuff to possibly improve the stream, like a cell booster, some stuff.
You aren't just whooping how dad and son sound alike. Wow.
If you're newer here, you might just realize that.
Yes, they sound like twins. There's times that I'll call Chris on the phone and Josh will answer his phone because Chris is busy, and I think I'm talking to Chris. Like, it's that bad. When they're on a fire call, nobody knows which one's calling on the radio.
It's great when
Yeah.
we're talking to each other on the radio.
Yeah, 911. Both Chris and Josh know everybody that works at the county 911 center, and they're always like texting them, okay, which one is it? Like, it's pretty funny. Josh is out cold in the back seat.
It's funny because he was talking away too. He must be tired.
Justin is working on a metal floating dock, weeding, building camp stuff from the summer camp, or chainsawing fallen storm debris. Bandages and band-aids come in handy. Yep. Always, always. He said water, warm clothes, matches, and a knife. You never know. Yeah, the knife, and like, I always have a lighter on me. We always have a knife on us. We always have a spare change. Even if we're going out for a day chase, we keep spare clothes. And I have muck boots that I take with us when we're chasing too, so I could throw on. Even if I have like shorts on or something, it's better to keep your feet protected from nails and splinters and stuff. But yeah, my muck boots go everywhere with us.
Yeah.
And Chris always, even if he's on the beach, he wears these big leather boots that go halfway up his leg with steel toes. He's like, he's never worn tennis shoes. Well, maybe once or twice worn tennis shoes. And I could tell you a handful of times that he's worn like sandals or flip-flops. It's quite funny to watch Chris go out on the beach with shorts on and his boots.
You know what? I never have sand in my feet.
At least 5 pair of fresh underpants. Absolutely. Especially for Josh.
Yep. Although all of us need that.
Ghosty sent Josh a picture of landslip.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Landslide.
Jerry is here and giving us some poetry.
Sweet.
As I see with wide open eyes, the blue sky, bright sun, beautiful countryside, causing enjoyment inside. To rise to the sights of trees, lush and green, make the Appalachian Mountains home for me.
That's awesome.
Yep, you're
You know,
right.
it's fun. There's less color change the further south. we're going,
Yeah.
too.
And Keith said, especially with all the sheets meals.
Yeah. That's what did it today, I think. I've got
We
it dropped
keep,
again.
we do keep emergency wipers in my Jeep, I know for sure.
What, an extra pair of wipers?
Yeah.
Wait, I have one.
Chris has an extra pair too. Like when we take our old ones off, we'll keep them in the package of the new ones just to have a spare pair. Because you never know.
Especially
Like,
just through the blizzard.
People
stuff.
are always like, I can't believe how much crap you have in your truck. Well, that's why. You never know. Especially with what we're doing, we want to be prepared in case of something strange happening.
Stranger Things.
We even have a breaker bar that we keep in my Jeep for, you never know what you need it for.
Not do bolts and stuff.
If we're going, well, this past year when we went down to Oklahoma, we had all my 4-wheel drive stuff,
Oh, your recovery.
the
gear.
recovery gear, like the traction boards, a come along, because my Jeep has a winch, but Chris's truck does not. But we had the come along, we had the traction boards, we had everything we would need, and we still couldn't get out of that ditch in that clay. I don't even know if my Jeep would have got out of that clay. It was so thick. Like, it stuck to everything.
If we would have just believed Ann, we probably would have got out. But
that.
And having, I got 1,000 feet of tow strap. And we're like, okay,
Did
I
you
got
see how narrow that stuff
it. Would have
was,
worked up
you
that
think?
though. Yep.
Audio is fading in and out, sometimes very low. Anybody else having issues with that? Jerry, I have a 2019 Jeep Rubicon. And it's lifted with 35-inch tires. I have the off-road tires. Mine are Mickey Thompson. Well, thank you,
Half a
Susan.
mile, use the right
And
lane to
Grandma
merge
said
on
I
I-77
will be
south.
watching till that prompt comes up about viruses on my phone. Be safe today, Kentucky. Yes, we are going to pick up Josh's hail guard finally. Tony said fades, but also look where you all are at. Yes, we are in nowhere, West Virginia right now.
Well, actually, we're in Charleston, so it should be okay
Should be
for a
good.
little while. After Charleston, it could get real sketchy
Yeah.
because we're going to be going down through the southwestern mountains of West Virginia. I don't know. I don't know how their cell service is. I haven't been down in this way for a while. We've never done a live down through there, so we'll see how it goes.
Yes, so stay with us, guys. If we lose you, we are in West Virginia in the Appalachian Mountains, so it's going to get sketchy in a lot of places down here.
In half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 101 for I-64 West, US 119 South toward Huntington.
Huntington.
This is Charleston, West Virginia, guys, the capital of West Virginia.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 101.
I think we go out of West Virginia before we go down into Matewan, right?
Matewan is in West
Continue
Virginia.
for 3
I
quarters.
said-
Oh, you mean on this trip?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it takes us over into Kentucky and Williamson, which is
Okay.
like, what, 10 miles north of
In half a
Matewan.
mile, merge onto I-64 West.
Gosie's been singing country roads to herself going through West Virginia. So if anybody follows like the Hatfield and McCoy history, that is all down by Matewan, West Virginia. It's a really neat town. We've actually
Half a
been
mile,
to the
take
grave
exit
sites.
58 for US 119 South toward Oakwood Road, Logan.
To get the heck over
Yeah,
there.
what is going on with all this?
It's rush hour
Oh,
in the biggest city in West Virginia. But rush hour here probably won't be anything like.
but yeah, we've been to the grave sites for the Hatfields and McCoys,
Yeah, I'll talk.
and they have a really cool flood wall.
All right, dude, get somebody.
Maybe we'll do that on our way home tomorrow. We can do a live through Matewan and show them like the flood wall and stuff.
Yeah, like we could do all that tomorrow, Hellier and all that. And,
Yeah, depending on what he wants to do. I know he's not feeling good,
but yeah, we can
Continue for
definitely
3/4 of a mile.
go through Matewan and then past the hospital on Hospital Hill or whatever.
College on Hospital Hill.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Hospital on College Hill.
That
That's
one.
it.
Yeah, that's in Williamson, which we will be going close to today, I think.
And that's the Great Ohio River.
It is the Great Ohio River. Well, no, that's the Kanawha River.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the Kanawha. That hits the Ohio in Point Pleasant, home of Mothman.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I'm
Why this traffic is? I had to think about it. For a
Hey,
minute,
Doc.
Of course, they're used to crossing the Ohio and the Mississippi lately. That's all we do is get back and forth across those two. rivers. Seems like. This traffic's
Mothman, dun
awesome.
dun dun. I'm very thankful you followed Josh along. Anybody else that followed him, I appreciate you. Keeping an eye on our kid. Keeping him awake.
Is that you saying it to these guys?
Yes, Susan said I watched Josh until the end this morning.
I'll tell you what, I was watching it, and again, Chris Stewart was sitting with me, and I said, you don't know how much that like makes that trip go fast.
Oh, it does.
Because I started watching him, I think at like back by the double tunnels, and just it seemed like that trip was nothing even while watching him. You know what I mean? 'Cause
even
everybody was talking about music and everything. And
yeah. And even now, like we're in Charleston. That's 3 hours from home.
Yep, and we only
3.5. I know we've only been on for a little while, but this trip is going by so quick because of you guys. Because you guys rock.
I don't know what's with this major traffic jam here. Apparently, a lot of people who work in Charleston live down in the coal fields.
Don't forget to hit that like button. Well, as Chris Gray would say, tap the like button so you don't smash your screen. And if anybody is just lurking in the background and you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. We want to get to our goal of 6,000. We're going to do an uploaded short of our dance this time. And only after we get to 6,000. And we're going to have Mars in on it too. So I need to order her a duck hat. You do, Brock, Jerry. You guys are awesome. We love you all. You're our family. This is a way to catch up with us. I know Josh has been streaming a lot more than we have because of our work schedules, but now the three of us are together. Unfortunately, Mars isn't with us. She's staying home and taking care of our doggos, but she's been getting to go a lot with us when we do go, so glad the three of us are together.
In 800 feet, turn right to stay on US 119 South.
We're having a good old sing-song. You guys were. I was watching too, in and out, like at work, when I had a
Take the
minute.
next right to stay on US 119 South.
Justin needs a vacation.
Continue for 105 miles.
Doc said the famous, iconic Dr. V must have a duck hat. Can find them on Amazon. Beline says, I love watching the night trips. We are going to Hazard, Kentucky, in that area. We're going to pick up a hail guard off of another storm chaser that Josh bought off of him, and we have to go because we need to put it in the truck bed for now. We can't mount it until we get home, and we're going to take it to a fabricator that's going to figure out a way to mount it on Josh's Kia, the Tick.
The Tick.
The Tornado Intercept Kia. Yeah, there's 6 hours down to that part of Kentucky from home. We were about, 2 hours in before we started?
Yeah.
So.
And we've been on about an hour. We got 3 to go.
You must have it from the Quackery Duck family. I can't afford to buy it for everyone.
80 miles to Williamson. And as you can all see, there's no interstates down in this part of the state. This is what we'll have. Traffic will lighten up as we get further away from the city. Of course, we had to hit Charleston right at rush hour, so.
Did you know that Kia Autos are the most reliable powertrain in the United States? Insane but true.
That was part of the reason why we bought it, I think.
Yep. It's a good, nice little vehicle.
I'm going to just go ahead and get gas right up here.
I know,
1,000
Doc, I know.
feet, turn right onto Oakwood Road. At the light, turn right onto Oakwood Road. Then you will arrive at your destination.
What? Oh, you're going to the...
I gotta get gas. We're under 100
Is there no
miles.
loves down here?
Nope.
Oh,
No love, no sheets. This is it.
not good.
You have arrived.
So we'll do
Gas
this
stop.
real quick.
Sure, Jerry. Ask away.
Quick
Music
stop.
question for Chris.
You gotta wait a minute while I get gas. Have it teed up for me.
Yeah, right, Justin? Especially with those red glowing eyes. Yeah, it's pretty fast, Tiny. Trying to get the garbage out of here. Oh, what was that on, Justin? I missed that.
What was my question?
He didn't ask it.
Huh?
He did not ask it.
Okay. Oh, is this all trash?
Yes. What does Pink Floyd have that Led Zeppelin doesn't?
I have no idea.
He said, I have no idea. Yes, we are big into cryptozoology, so I like the strange creatures, Bigfoot, Mothman, Thunderbird, Nessie, up to what's the one in Vermont?
Oh, Champ.
Champ, Lake Champlain, puck wedgies. Yep,
Where were those from? I remember, like, we looked.
they're everywhere. They're from mines, supposedly.
Okay.
Remember? Yeah, we have another paranormal channel. I didn't know if you knew that, Justin. So we actually do paranormal investigations, not just ghosts, but we do all the paranormal realms. So UFO and aliens to cryptos to ghosts. But I can put our link tree that has our other channels, and you could check out our other. We have a paranormal channel. There's not a lot of our evidence on there yet. But we have started doing more and more with it, the lives and stuff on YouTube. We're trying to get our subscribers up on there, but we can do lives. And the week of September 9th, we are going to be doing a live paranormal investigation at one of the places around us. We don't know which one yet, but yeah, it's always a big deal. Like, we bring in some of our other team members. You guys haven't met any of them yet, but one of them is one of our followers on here, Kelly. She was one of our super fans on the storm chasing page, but she's one of our members of Fay West Paranormal. But September 6th and 7th, my brother puts on this event. He's like huge into Bigfoot. He's very well known.
Continue on Oakwood
He's
Road
been
for
in
half a
hundreds
mile.
of documentaries on all the networks. But he puts on an event every couple years. It's called the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Camping Adventure. And it's 2 days of vendors, speakers, special guests that are like famous in the paranormal world. They have night hikes where we take people out into the woods to like
Continue
do
on
some
US
squatching.
119 south for 19
Um,
miles.
It's a really cool thing. But it's September 6th and 7th in Farmington, Pennsylvania at Benner's Meadow Run Campground. And we will be there. We will have a vendor table set up with, we'll have a laptop set up to show you guys, if anybody comes, to show whoever some of our good evidence. But Chris and I were actually in a couple documentaries now. And there's another documentary that was filmed back in April or May? May.
With Tyler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will be out sometime in September. About an area we've been researching for the last 3 years that has everything paranormal known to man at it. So I don't want to say much more, but Susan said, I stick with watching you chase. That creeps me out. Yes, Tiny's, you watched it. That was one of our bigger pieces of evidence when we heard the disembodied voice of a little girl and we thought it was outside and no one was out there. Yes.
And when we tried to recreate it, you couldn't.
Yep. Chris went out on the front porch and was screaming for anybody to hear him inside. But
And you could tell it was still muffled and outside. It was that what we heard was in the room with us.
you're absolutely right. Tony said ghosts won't hurt ya. It's the living you gotta look out for.
Absolutely.
Yep. That's why we ghost hunt.
Yep.
Not a lot of people there. But yep, paranormal's our other thing. That's more my thing. And kind of Chris comes along. It's Mars and I. That's our thing. Chris comes along and helps us do everything. He likes it too, but storm chasing was their thing, and then I fell in love with it. So, but Chris and I have been chasing for almost 30 years.
That's what I always try to clarify.
Yeah, like
Recreation.
hobby chasing.
Hobby chasing.
That's
And
we've been called
I
hobbyist chasers.
I think North Dakota, like, we went like out of our way to do that, but I think that's what really set us off.
Yeah.
So for 3 years now, it's been like legit.
Can't wait.
We try to do what we can to get it, our chasecations. If it's anything's within reach within our days off, we'll go.
We'd love to do it full time. Unfortunately, financially, we just can't right now. We have to stay working. Once our channel gets more subscribers, we'll get there. Once we get that, we can get a little bit more support, then we can start doing it full
I can't
time.
disagree with those cars.
Right? But yeah, well, they didn't call us it. They called another chaser we were with, a hobbyist chaser. So we were like, yeah, no, we chase. We're not just out there to look at the clouds, but
All right.
I mean, we are.
And what makes you angry is
But-
the person who's made that statement was a hobbyist chaser less than a year before that.
Yes.
So they just went professional.
I love the storm chasing community. When you really need someone to have your back, they're there for you. But at the same time,
The drama.
the drama is out of control, and we try to steer clear of that. So that's why we have very few chasing friends. We stay in our own little circle, and that's it. But because we just want to chase storms.
Yeah.
We don't want involved with all the drama.
And
goes along.
you find out too that you like meeting up with the people and stuff, like, you know, they call them the chaser convergences at the gas station. But most chasers, when it comes time to chase, all separate and go their own ways because everybody wants something different out of the chase. Everybody has different ideas of how to do it, so it's hard to do together. Like, I mean, even when you put somebody in your own vehicle, if you have different expectations and different, you know, some people want more of the structure picture, some people want to be right in on the circulation, some people want to, and it's like, so I find that chasing it's a good community when actually you're not chasing, but just to kind of, you know, talk to each other. But when it comes time to actually be on the storm, everybody has a different way of doing it, so you're better off on your own.
Yes. And that's great. If you want to get under that mezzo and you want to get right under that tornado, you do you.
And we'll do. I mean,
we'll get as close as we can
that we feel safe
yes.
with.
But yeah, we don't want to ever, like, I know we bring up some chasers' names sometimes when we're hyping them up. But other chasers, we will not bad talk. We will not say names. That's just not cool. That's not a good look. And it's very immature.
No, we'll call out. We'll let people. We won't call out by name, but we'll let know when we see things that we think are unsafe or really uncool. But for the most part, we'll give most chasers a prop. And
yeah, like
because everybody has a different style. You can't bash somebody for their style if that's what they do. Like, it just, that makes me mad.
Yeah, there's a chaser out there that all he does is take time lapse of the mezzo, like the whole storm, the whole structure, and it's gorgeous when he puts it all together. He doesn't have to be right up under the hail core.
And it's Mike Olbinski.
That's who I'm talking about.
Look him up on YouTube and on.
I love his style. I mean, he's been in the deep of it sometimes, but that's what he loves to do. Is
the videos he produces are amazing, and the equipment he has. Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's what he also does professionally. He's a photographer,
right?
So he doesn't storm chase full time. But he's a self-employed photographer. So he puts aside like a month, I think, every year in the spring to go get all the storms, and just his work is amazing. I can't have nothing but good to say about his work.
Right. And there's other chasers that are crazy. Some followers don't like the craziness. But for me, one of them, he can get so worked up, but it's so cool because he's like a little kid. And no, I'm not talking about Reed.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, I know exactly. You're talking about somebody even older.
Yes.
Yes.
Jeff Petrosky.
Yeah.
I love that man. That is Chris's mentor. He's fantastic. Like, just the knowledge that man has.
He's been chasing for well over 40 years, and every storm's like it's his first one. Like his excitement. It's freaking great.
Yep, right, Mike. I
Talk
see.
Love.
Everyone's saying, I love storm structures. Everyone's like, everyone has their own opinion. It gets competitive too, and jealous people ruin it, as always. You're right, but that's in any community. It happens in the paranormal community too. That's why we try to stay out of it. We try to do our own thing. We're nice to everybody. If we don't like someone, we're just going to steer clear of them. We're not going to bash them, bad talk them. They have a different way of doing things. So, and it's not their way of doing things that makes us not like them. It's their attitude and the drama they cause and the people that they talk about. That's why we won't talk about them. So the other night when we were on our way home from the water spout chase, someone brought it up in chat. Who is your favorite chaser? That's a good question. We're not bashing anybody by that. If we're doing anything, we're hyping them up. So we don't mind bringing other chasers' names up. But if it's to talk about someone or what they're doing, we don't want to bring it up.
Right, and if any of our people in chat try to do it, we try to steer them away from it. Like, hey, let's not. We don't bad talk anybody here. If you got to know somebody, just keep that to yourself in the chat and everything. That's what we're all. We want to kind of bring positivity to except for our road rage. We need to work on that. So.
That has nothing to do with other chasers. But yeah, my spirit animal, the chaser I looked up, that I look up to the most is Pecos Hank. I love him. If you want to look up any of his stuff, he's funny. He's very mysterious. He keeps to himself. He doesn't announce where he's chasing or when he's chasing. And he's so friendly, and he gets beautiful shots of storms. I love him. He's an awesome guy. I'd love to meet him. I have not met him yet because you can't find him on a storm.
Yeah. When he puts things together too, I love the way he puts his videos and stuff. Does his own music, like literally plays his own music, composes it, and he just his whole he's got to be. He, on the other hand, is the opposite of like Jeff and Reed, is the most laid back chaser ever.
Yes. He's so chill. I love that about him.
Yeah.
And Chris Gray said, what bugs me is when a chaser would rather get footage than stop and help those who need it. There are some, but not naming. All the chasers I watch will stop and help. Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's big in our book. As soon as there is a town that is hit, or a house, or anybody that needs help, we stop chasing, period, and we will help. The only time we didn't, and we felt like absolute shit for, was Greenfield. First of all, we were on the east side of the storm that was rain wrapped. We didn't know that it hit Greenfield.
I mean, we did, but we didn't know how bad.
Yeah, and we were trying to outrun it, number one. Not outrun it, but keep safe. And then when we watched our radar, it was heading for another town. We knew there were so many chasers in Greenfield helping, so we were trying to get to the next town of Earlham to help there, because it was right in the direct path.
We basically were paralleling the storm, and we're going to drop right behind it as it went through the town, so we could be the first ones there, and it lifted right before it got to that town.
So by then, we couldn't even get back into Greenfield. So we ended up going the next day. We took a crap ton of supplies into them, but we still weren't. They wouldn't let us stay to help. They said, we have too many people, and unless you're with a contracted service, you have to drop your supplies and leave because it's too overcrowded.
And let me tell you, that was no lie.
Yeah, there was thousands of people there helping.
Like literally every
really
person could pick up a 2x4 and walk out of town, and it would have been cleaned up.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was crazy. Like, there were volunteers tripping over volunteers.
Yeah. So let's see what else. I was watching Brandon's stream once, and when he went in search and rescue mode, someone was flying a drone over the damage. I've seen that happen too. Some people, there's different opinions. Some people say, well, I'm not prepared. I don't have any supplies. Other people say I'm not trained, so I don't want to get in the way, or I don't want to get hurt myself when I'm not trained how to do it. But there's always something you can do to help someone. You can give them your phone to make a phone call. You can give them a bottle of water. You can give them a hug, a hand to hold, anything.
It sucks to say this, but I'm going to say this a little bit from now that I see a little more how the world operates and that. For those people who do, their career is getting the footage and selling it to news media and that, I kind of understand what the deal is with that, because it's like, first one's going to get paid. Like,
yes.
It sucks. You're not helping do anything, but also people are hungry for the news. If you don't have much to offer, I think it's a catch-22, I feel like.
But there's another way to look at it. The followers want to see you doing good.
Right.
And if you're helping, you're going to get more followers, which is going to get
that's what I'm talking about, though.
More
obviously,
ad revenue.
We've become a little closer with somebody who does not worry about the followers. It's all about getting the shot and selling it.
Yes.
So they don't care about that. They're going to get the big payday by having that first drone video. And it kind of sucks. We can blame the media for that fault. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's how they make their living, they can't take the time to stop and help, or they're not going to get paid. And if that's their living, you know what I mean? It's horrible to say that, but that's the truth. Maybe it's a different perspective, because our whole lives we've volunteered and been caregivers or whatever you want to call it, volunteer fire department, paramedic, we have always been the helpers.
Actually, Justin, the Windmill Day in Twisters was filmed before Greenfield. So when all the windmills got hit in Twisters, that was all done in the movie before Greenfield even hit. So it was not based on Greenfield. That's what's crazy, is that happened.
Yeah, because when we were down for our chasecation last year, they were filming the movie.
Yep. In 2023 is when they were filming for all that windmill scene and all that stuff down in Oklahoma City and the areas around there. We actually visited the gas station where they all stopped and did the, if you feel it, chase it. We stopped there this year, but last year they were filming there, and this year is when the Greenfield tornado happened with all that.
Yeah.
It's pretty ironic.
The film was probably pretty done.
Yeah.
When that happened.
But that was pretty ironic.
It was.
Yeah. Let me go back.
But I feel like that's probably happened in the past. It's just nobody got footage of it. If you guys ever travel down that area, you'd be amazed how many of those windmill farms there are. And I'm sure plenty of them have been hit by tornadoes before. So I don't think that was too far-fetched or anything.
John said, you should be unique. So many aren't prepared to help. You're a sick grifter. Dylan said, you're first responders when you're in a town that gets hit. Basically, you're first in line to help others.
That's our
We're not
motto.
fine, and I appreciate that you do that. Need more people like you. Thank you. Justin said it was bad, and those windmills being destroyed by the tornado was on live TV for the news for days. Yeah, that was all Reed's footage. He got that filmed.
Yeah.
Reed and Edgar O'Neill.
Who was piloting the drone? Do we know? Was any of was Captain? What's his name?
I think that was Reed.
And Jordan wasn't with him either. I think.
No, Jordan and Sierra were on their own.
Okay. So that was Reed.
And then,
that's right. Reed does. I have seen him fly his drone. So.
And then prepared, I mean educated or equipped. Correct. Tiny, in the unwritten rules of search and rescue, you need to keep yourself safe before helping others. You can't help if you're dead. You're absolutely right. If you're not trained in it, I don't recommend doing it, but there's always some way you can help.
Even just by locating somebody.
Yeah.
And letting somebody else know.
Yeah, or letting them use your phone, or giving them a bottle of water, letting them hold your hand. I mean, there's always a way to help, even if you're not trained in any first aid
or rescue.
You can get the help to those people,
right?
Instead of just driving out of town.
Now, I did see a funny thing too. I did see somewhere not too long ago that.
Hi, Chris.
I can't remember if it was in Greenfield or not. That they found people by using a drone.
Yes.
So maybe that drone you see flying over isn't just getting news footage. Here's the thing: it's like a double-edged, or not a double-edged sword, but they can get their footage that they want and be helping at the same time, because they can find where the devastation is from the air a lot quicker and point people in the right direction while getting their footage. So that's how people with like drones and that can, I guess, do double duty.
Doc said the clouds in front of us are beautiful.
That's awesome.
And look at I don't know if you guys can really tell, but the trees are already turning.
Yeah.
Up on the left, on the cliff.
A question for you. There's
Cliff
a rest
side.
stop coming.
Yes, I need to stop.
Okay.
We're going to stop at a rest stop real quick, guys.
In half a mile, turn left onto Little Clover Road.
So you think it was Captain Vanover? Grifter said, I believe it was a world champion drone operator the day of the wind farm. It could have been Captain Vanover. He rides with Reed a lot, and he is a world champion. He's crazy. He was the one that did a lot of the drone footage in the movie Twisters.
Destination will be on the left.
we'll get off all the crazy talk there,
What
but
is this?
this
It's
is
just
not a
parking
rest stop.
area.
Your destination is on the left.
There's no. It says public stream access. I wonder if there's like a porta-john down there.
Let's go look. And put it in here as a rest area. Look, it says right there, rest area. But it's pointing in that parking lot.
I don't think there's.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, this is kind of sketch.
You might lose service down here.
Yeah. Let's turn around.
Think of that.
There was something behind that tree that looked really creepy. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Go up to that turnaround. Because I want to see what that was.
That real dark.
No, it's a satellite dish in the middle of the woods.
Looks like there used to be something there, maybe.
That's kind of creepy, though.
Like this is
There's a telephone pole with
Let's
some.
say this looks like this used to be a driveway.
Yeah, like a camp or something.
There's a fire hydrant right there in front of you.
Yeah,
There
maybe.
is a fire hydrant. What the heck?
It looks like a body dump area. Rest area didn't mean restrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Never taken
reminds
that.
me of wrong turn.
Sorry,
West
Mom. Never.
Virginia.
Do you want to use the woods while we're here, or can you
Um,
wait a little bit? Or do you
I can
need
wait
it?
a little bit because I don't have the proper shoes. I'll probably get covered in ticks. I only got Crocs on.
Yeah, like it literally says Hatfield and McCoy Waterways Rest Area.
I know if we were
So,
chasing,
it's
I
like-
would absolutely use the woods. I don't care at that point when I'm chasing. I would go in a wide open parking lot if I had to go that path. There's been times when we've been chasing for 10 hours without a bathroom, and I'm like, you need to stop. I'm gonna blow up. in here.
No overnight parking.
Weird.
Yeah, odd for a rest area.
Everything about that didn't make any sense. And you know what I think it is? It's just mislabeled.
Jeez, there's a lot of.
Maybe I'll fix that in there. After the truck, huh? Good now.
Yeah. Can you grab that bag back there, Josh?
Which one?
Is there a plastic bag somewhere with chips in it?
Plastic. It's on the
Continue for
floor.
86 miles.
Way on the other side
That's,
of my head.
are you? Is that herb chips or mine?
There's
Does
two
my-
bags. of
my
chips.
work-
It's on the floor, like on the
It
floor.
should be a sheets bag.
Yeah, it's way over there.
I can't reach it.
Oh, I can't reach it either.
Yeah, no sense in getting Lyme disease for a bathroom break.
Right?
Deliverance Part 2. Run, Chris, run, Connie.
Right?
Oh, screw John.
There's another country heard from while you were sleeping all that time, so he's awake. He's awake.
Yeah, I feel like crap. My head's pounding.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you need some Dayquil.
Was that the behind the gas station or not?
Usually I'm the one to take it before I leave, too, and I did.
Sleepy.
Yep, Doc, that's another thing you could do. You could pray for them.
Absolutely.
It's still helping those people out, just knowing that someone is there for them.
Yep. And it is funny when you watch Chasers, a lot of them do actually do a little bit of praying.
Yep.
They're all, you hear, please God, make sure these people are okay.
It's like everybody's fishing today.
It's a beautiful
It's
day.
lovely for it.
Temperature's not too hot.
Yeah, Hunter's
now.
Mars's ex-boyfriend had Lyme disease, and it almost killed him
Yeah.
because they waited. They didn't know what it was, and he was young. He was like what, 17? I think he said something like that.
Yeah.
Hi, Brent.
Our dog
Welcome
has
in.
Lyme disease.
Yeah, our dog has Lyme disease.
Had.
Well,
It still has. but
still
it's
has it.
under
It's
control.
never curable.
Wow.
They can get flares at any time, but had to take antibiotics for 30 days to get the titers down. And the funny thing is, they get flea and tick medicine every month. And our yard's fenced in.
Yep.
So the animals that bring in the ticks would have to be a bunny, because that's the only thing that gets in our yard.
Yeah.
That's good fun. Oh,
I mean, you
squirrels
can still get them in, yeah. Well, squirrels don't come into the yard.
do. Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Really?
they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
they've sat around the freaking fire pit.
As I say, I've seen them sitting in the patio.
They call our dogs.
It's monkeypox. That's the next COVID.
Oh,
Right.
I don't know, get me started.
Actually, I gotta speed limit.
Got chicken pox, monkeypox. What about duck pox?
Right. Unfortunately, going even a little over the speed limit on this road, you're right on the edge.
Yeah, the ticks are horrible, especially in Pennsylvania. They've always been bad up there.
Well,
He'll find them for you.
yeah, right. I love West Virginia. Though, like a Ford dealership in the middle of nowhere, just between two mountains, nothing else around it.
My favorite season is storm season.
Right.
Someone asked what's everyone's favorite season. Mine is autumn.
Oh boy.
There must be a new bridge going in here somewhere. Whoa.
Huh.
Interesting. Where's that gonna go?
What?
The bridge goes over that way.
I don't know.
Yeah, it went up and curved, and there's the abutments. Oh, look.
Which is gonna go right across.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Is
you
it
want an
gonna-
exit. What if they're putting like an exit right here?
They're gonna make. Oh, you know what? They might be trying to make this all limited access eventually.
Tony said that's like Vermont up in the woods and see a Chevy dealership out of nowhere.
Yep.
Tony used to haul those expandable trailers. Susan said, "Good morning, Josh.
I said.
Wakey, wakey."
Yeah.
Eggs and bacon.
Cool. Why you lying to me like that? Where's my bacon? Huh?
You hungry?
Yeah, right.
You hungry
Oh, you said
again?
that, eggs and bacon. I only ate cheese sticks. I didn't eat my hot dog yet.
Oh, you have to.
Starbucks been bought, or
That's no good.
Bacon always makes the belly feel better.
oh, bacon.
Bacon fixes everything.
Bacon does fix everything.
Bacon and butter.
Yeah. I'm more like out of everything salt. Just salt. Yeah, with you.
You would just eat salt if you could.
Yeah.
I used to love summer, but I'm thinking more now along the lines of like late spring because of storm season.
That's peak storm season.
Yep.
May. Early June.
But this area we're in now is coal country of West Virginia. So when you think of like deepest of the coal mining areas of West Virginia, this is it down here.
Susan said, "Hope you're feeling better."
Thank you. I was good yesterday, and then today I woke up with this like
John said 2 years ago they had 27 here in Manchester. It was like a furnace.
Oh wow.
Cool nights, warm days.
Oh, this is.
We're
Just
getting
for
into
life.
that here. Like
Oh, yeah, traffic.
the last couple weeks, the nights have been cool
Yeah.
and warm days.
Yeah, summer's
37,
over.
not 27.
I think summer's over here.
Razor is joining us and says, "Yo, you going to Kentucky? I grew up in part of Kentucky. east side near Prestonsburg.
We're going to Hazard.
Jerry has one more music question for you.
Oh gosh. What was the answer to the last one?
Yeah, did you answer the last one, Jerry? I didn't see it.
What's Pink Floyd have that Led Zeppelin doesn't? That was what it was, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
I'm not the
89
best.
today in South Carolina with lower humidity. I could deal with that.
That's warm. That's just like nice, comfortable.
Oh, have fun. Hazard is always fun. We're only going for an overnight to pick up a hail guard off another storm chaser. Hi, Brian. Welcome. Grifter said no number one songs.
No number ones.
That was the answer.
Oh, was that the answer?
Wall.
Led Zeppelin never had a number one song. That's
The Wall. Another brick in the wall. Okay, dog. See you. We still have 2 hours till we get to our destination, so anybody that wants to stick with us. I know that the stream looks a little pixelated and sketchy, but we are in these hills, Virginia,
yeah.
and these hills have eyes.
We can't guarantee our service through the rest of this trip, to be honest with you. We'll try the best we can. Obviously, this is a pretty major route, so I would feel like they would keep it somewhat covered, and we have the best service for this area. Yeah, they can't
Near Pikeville.
We will be near Pikeville, yes,
gonna go
especially
through.
tomorrow.
Actually, we're going to go through Pikeville today on the way.
Okay, why?
We're Ron Alsford.
Right.
That's very close to Hazard.
Yeah. They're basically like kind of neighboring
I know.
bigger towns.
A lot of people were wondering if Ryan Hall and Chris Hall lived together or lived in the same town now.
I
Did someone ask you that?
I
No,
feel like
but-
Ryan used to live in Hazard and moved to Pikeville.
I think he did.
So I think they're cousins. If I'm correct, I do believe they're cousins.
Should ask Chris, hey, reach out to Ryan so we can take a tour of the weather house.
Right.
Oh, cool.
I would love to see that place.
How much money's in there? Oh, my.
Yep.
I saw someone do an interview with him and got to go through.
Yeah.
I mean, some people
Yeah, he'll
take
do
tours.
stuff. Yeah.
Wait, coaster war?
On Paranormal. This could be an issue.
You're live! New question. Who is the person inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 3 times?
Wait a minute. Would it be Ozzy? No, because he only Black Sabbath. It's got to be somebody who was in 2 different bands and single. Who would that be? Paul McCartney?
Nah.
Maybe?
Oops. Tiny got it. Eric Clapton.
I'm trying to think who all 4. On his own, and what bands was he in?
Jerry said no. Huh. Yes! Koopa Troopa, we're going there tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about. I was trying to explain that to chat earlier about Hellier. One of our favorite paranormal documentaries ever made. We are going to try and see if we can see any cave goblins.
Yep.
Yes, finally
If they get
someone
abducted, I'm
understands.
leaving.
Josh is keeping the keys. It's like, I'm out.
Welcoming Koopa Troopa.
I'll send reinforcements back.
Right?
We also investigate paranormal. We have a different channel that is just for paranormal. So, yes. While we're down here, we're going to take a ride through. We're not stopping to talk to anyone, though.
We might stop at the little store in Hellier.
Maybe. I don't think I'm going to try and interview anybody, though.
No. My thing's going to be, so how much has business picked up since that
Right.
documentary came out?
And I wonder if they ever finished that bridge. Probably not. Remember?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like, sat like that for years.
We'll have to see.
Yes, Zeppelin did go #1 Billboard in 2017 with Immigrant Song for that movie trailer. Led Zeppelin 10 singles in U.S., none #1. Wow, I didn't know. Lots of big rock acts and no #1 hits. Springsteen never had one. Neither did The Who.
Oh, wow. And the funny part is, if you probably went and looked back when those songs were big and what was #1, you probably hardly ever heard of that group ever again or whatever. And here they are, 50 years later, still a force, and it's so funny how sometimes, it kind of reminds you like watching some of the competition shows, The Voice and the other one, American Idol. It always tends to be the #1 people don't tend to be that much. A few of them have, but more the number 2, 3, 4. Those people end up being the stars.
Tiny said, look at one of my favorite artists of all time, Jethro Tull, ain't even in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, should be.
And Brian said, lots of big rock acts with no #1 hits. Springsteen never had one, neither did The Who. I already read that. And yes, it was Clapton. He was in the Yardbirds, Cream, and Solo induction in 2000.
Okay, that's what I couldn't remember what all bands he was in, but.
And then one more for Chris. What is the Who's other name?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I'm not that big of a music I like my music, but I don't know the trivia involved. I honestly have no idea what the Who's other name is.
Ooh, Koopa said, grew up in this part of the state, lots of stories of cave goblins and whatever. We are so intrigued.
If you have any place, Koopa, to tell us that is a must stop or check out tomorrow, let us know. Connie and I have been in this part of the state a couple of times. This might be like our 4th time.
And we never knew about it. Like, we've been investigating the paranormal for years, like at least 20 years.
Yeah. Oh,
and when we saw Hellier, we were like, oh my God, that was so well done. I will hype that up.
I don't know if it's everybody's cup of tea.
No. But if you're into the paranormal,
and if you like rabbit hole type stuff that makes your brain really work, it's well worth it. But some people might find it a little long-winded. And
Chris answered the detours, the high numbers.
Huh.
Tiny said, I'll give you a hint. Sometimes driving you encounter these. Chris Gray got it. The detours. Deborah's back from dinner.
Sweet. Can't believe how nice the Corvettes are now. Like they look.
Does Last of Mohicans take place in Kentucky? I've never seen that.
I don't remember. It may have.
I know Hellier does.
Right.
Josh is here, Pezex.
He's
here.
He's holding down the back seat.
Yep.
He's not feeling too well today.
I'll be alright.
Crazy little tidbit, my mom, you remember this, but the first time we traveled this road, which would have been right at, like, I think it was that trip right after we started dating and we went out to Lincoln's birthplace and stuff.
I do remember that. I just don't remember
When we
this
came,
road.
this road was not 4 lanes. This was all 2 lane the whole way to
Look, there's a weather sign.
the hurricane.
Hurricane Bridge.
Wait, wasn't the last dealership a Ford dealership too?
Yes.
2 Ford dealerships only like 10 miles apart. There's literally like 20 houses between the 2 Ford dealerships. Who's buying these?
Tiny got a plate of corned beef hash and a coffee. The lethal combination.
That's a rough
Yeah.
one. I'm all about it, but that sounds like a killer breakfast.
There's been a little lately, so I'm a little off right now.
Wait, what?
Pezek said Twitter has been a little whack lately, so I'm a little off right now.
Sorry to hear that, my friend.
Stay out of the drama, Pez. Stay out of the drama.
Do what
That's
I
all.
do. Just post weather. That's it. That's all
Yeah.
you need to do.
What state or big town are you near, Aku? The weather at my house is gloomy and welcome back. North Carolina is where Last Mohicans was filmed.
Okay.
Yeah, stay out of the drama, Pez, and don't cause drama.
That's the best.
That's the best advice in the world. There's a Toyota dealership.
You'll learn real quickly that you'll get canceled
Yeah,
in
right.
any community you start drama in.
I know people that have,
Yeah.
and it's not. Honestly, it's not worth it. Especially since you're young.
Yes.
Not worth it. It's a
Everett
rough
and Bedford,
community.
PA. Yep.
West
So
Bedford.
we're from southwestern PA, and it was dark and gloomy when we left there. It was a lot.
The whole
And
way
kinda
almost to
drizzly.
Charleston.
Yeah.
It's gotten better since Charleston.
You got a lot of rain out that way. Yes. Well, Lancaster got.
Really got
Yeah,
it.
they got
Josh
flooded
was
bad.
there last night.
Josh was there,
They got some bad flooding.
like in the middle of the border.
They got a lot of, must have had some wind last night too. Like they said, because I come into town, there was a lot of trees down, but power was on everywhere. There was no power out.
Yeah, he says Twitter's been a little whack. Not for me. Right? I don't know why.
Chapmanville. There is.
His power went out too, and he doesn't know why.
That I don't know.
Yep, no idea.
That I don't know.
Someone might have hit a telephone pole, knocked some wires down.
But looks like they're finishing up today.
Yes, they are.
Did we ever figure out where there's a rest area?
There's been like some gas stations and restaurants. Marathon and a McDonald's together. Is that some type of
Truck stop?
yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Simple things.
Christ.
Jesus, what was that?
I was looking at the billboard and drifting left. Trying to figure out if that was
Oh
some
my
type of a truck
God.
stop or something.
I do that sometimes.
Hi, E. Rogers.
My bad, sorry.
Jerry said, yeah, and they were giving you props earlier, saying you're so chill and easy riding, and
Hey, Josh.
no, about you.
Oh, me.
No, they give me crap because I hit the rumble strips all the time. I'm like, hey, at least I didn't hit nothing.
That was my bad. I was looking too much.
Jerry said, an easy question for Chris. Your favorite Iron Maiden song? That'll be an easy question for, because that's one of his favorite bands.
My favorite song, though. I would have to say The Trooper.
Everyone have a good weekend, E. Rogers asks.
All right, I'm chasing yesterday.
And
And the meet and greet on Saturday.
Tani said, did you know they be making Fruit Loop bagels up here in Massachusetts now? It's like insanely good.
been up to Massachusetts in a while. Getting back up there.
Brian says, I love it. Iron Maiden, Steve Harris is awesome. That's one of Chris's favorite bands, I'd have to say.
Yeah, I had a lot of their albums. Yeah, The Trooper or Run for the Hills. Those are two of my favorite. Or Run to the Hills. I apologize. Oh, somebody else is drifting all over the road too. We're all having some issues here.
No, there was no ambulance. Was that an ambulance? Yes, it was.
Yeah, we passed an ambulance.
I
right
wasn't
before
even looking.
right before the
I'm
construction.
sorry, I apologize. Yep. Mises High, Power Slave, tied for first.
I think maybe climbing out of this here valley. A little bit.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry guys, we did warn you
There
that
we
this
go.
was going to be possibilities in this area, and it's going to just get a little worse, though, I think.
If we lose you guys, we will be back. It's going to be sketchy in and out this rest of this trip, I'm betting.
You reaching on them?
I got him.
At least she can.
Sorry about the
No worries.
crinkling, and I'm trying to open a bag of potato chips. I need a snack. But yes, thanks for watching in, Justin. I saw you commented. Or Chris is driving. He will be safe if he quits reading billboards. And Jerry, we didn't get your... Oh wait, we did get that question. Iron Maiden is my 5th favorite, only behind Aerosmith. Rush, The Who, and my favorite band of 40 years is Led Zeppelin. Josh, how was your Baconator yesterday? Susan would like to know.
I did hear you ordered that. I was actually watching when you ordered it.
Yeah, I freaking spilled my pasta over myself. Yeah, I had a bad day with Steve Smith.
Good.
Brian, I like Queensryche. I don't know a whole lot of their
Operation
music.
Mindcrime was a masterpiece.
I like Silent Lucidity, but I'm the basic white girl.
Well, Operation Mindcrime was an album that was an entire story. Awesome. Saw them in concert for that one. One of the best voices in music and rock and roll for sure.
Deborah's talking about Queen. I think
There
they're
you go.
they're all the guys are talking about Queensryche, different band.
Yeah. Like Queen now, too.
I love Queen. Josh really likes Queen.
Yeah, Queen's one of my favorites. I'd say probably Queen's probably my 2nd favorite.
Behind Elton John.
Yep. Queen used to be number 1.
I think up here is where our gas station's going to be.
Okay. Well, since we couldn't find a rest stop at the rest stop, or a rest room at the rest stop, I
I mean,
should
there was a
say.
guardrail there, so I guess you could just hang it over the guardrail. Collins Road.
I think we're gonna get off here and use a restroom real quick at like one of the gas stations, and then we'll be back. can't believe those guys would drive down here every weekend.
Yep.
So crazy.
They say we're crazy when we get cases, but
No hot dogs stop here. There's no Loves. We're just gonna use a restroom.
I thought they had some Lowe's on the side.
He did. There's none around.
is it here?
I don't see that gas station right now.
Marathon right there.
Oh, Marathon. Oh, man. It is right there. What? I didn't see it.
Perfect.
Okay. Sketch.
Sketch much?
Oh my. Not going past the gate. It says beware of the dog.
Aw.
Puppy.
I'm gonna go pet the puppy.
Oh, we went to a house last night that had a dog waiting on us and was like chasing the ambulance trying to bite the tires, and a skunk
Continue on US
right in front of the
119
ambulance.
south
I'm
for
like, I'm not
53
getting out
miles.
right now. There was a cop out there walking around. I'm like, he can
Turn
get
right
sprayed.
onto US 119 south.
Here goes the ambulance fast. Stat EMS. That thing needs a little bit of TLC.
We do chase blizzards, E. Rogers. We've chased them the last 2 years up in New York.
Lake
The-
Erie.
Yep, lake
Lake
effect
effect.
snow up there is beautiful.
Insane.
Yeah, and the thunder snow, amazing.
But again, another thing that's limited by time. If it's too far, we can't really go after it. Nice. Nothing like running that red light. I mean, my light was completely green.
That's how people get into accidents.
Well, that's why I still don't go.
Yep. And then they blame you.
Take the next right onto Nixavis Avenue.
I go.
Oil changers. I bet they use the right oil.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
but I didn't come anywhere near here, so
Yeah, right.
Freaking cracking up.
Why?
these are your spots right here.
I know.
They're kind of small.
Wow.
Fighting to get in those.
Slushies and wine. Can they mix them?
Take the next left toward JB Ellis Branch Road, then turn right onto JB Ellis Branch Road.
JBL's Road.
All right, we'll be right
Head
back,
west,
guys.
then turn
Are you
left.
coming in,
Yeah.
Chris?
I'm gonna come in too, yeah. We'll be right back. Real quick bathroom break, guys.
Sorry, bro.
ever in your favor.
Gonna let you in the men's for a minute.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, guys, we're back. Connie was unsuccessful in her endeavors.
Huh?
I said we're back, and Connie was unsuccessful in her endeavors. Was
Yeah.
there one at the McDonald's, maybe?
Nope. I looked.
Did you?
Yeah, I think I'd rather go on the side of the road.
Oh, God. Sorry. I can look and see if there's something down the road. All right, guys. I'm on here. Let me look at Connie's chat here and see what all you... Yeah, we all should be getting slushies, right? A warm drink with a shot of alcohol, like a highball or Irish coffee. You guys are all great. Yeah, Connie needs to wait and go somewhere else to the restroom. Was that your person or not?
Huh?
Was that the one I was in there?
No.
Oh, you saw it.
I'd go with the latter part I told you.
Okay. I understand.
Now what'd you get?
Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
I don't drink pop much, guys. They're soda, or however you want to, what everybody calls it. Soda pop. But when I do, I like Dr. Pepper and cream soda. What is it called? Shuffle bean coffee?
Yeah.
What exactly is that?
Not sure I want to know.
Shuffle bean coffee.
What about sarsaparilla?
Oh, I like sarsaparilla. I do like all the birch beer, root beer, sarsaparilla, cream soda.
No, it wasn't about me not having to go, Jerry. It was there was a young girl that went in before me and locked the door and hasn't been out yet. So I think I'll wait.
They may end up finding her and need to call an ambulance for her in a little.
Yes. Is it normal if the sky's basically black and the leaves are bending backwards? No, that's probably a storm coming.
Yeah.
Y'all be better getting slushy, that's all I'm saying. I don't know. I think I don't mean to judge, but I think I'd stick to the bottled drinks here. There might be some MRSA in the dispensers. Wasn't the cleanest of stores at all.
No.
Give him a splashdown. Iron City beer. I have a can with the 1979 Steelers on it. Just learn how to make prison tattoo ink. And how to make a tattooist in prison, or to be a tattooist in prison. You never know when you might need that knowledge.
Right.
I hope not, Tiny.
I'll tell you what, if you ever accidentally end up in prison, though, that would be a good skill to have.
Oh, we get tornadoes in PA. Absolutely.
We've had, what, 8?
How many tornadoes in PA this year now?
20-some?
28.
28 just
And
this
wasn't
year.
like 15 of them in Westmoreland County?
You're eating all my
18 in
chips.
Westmoreland County.
18 in Westmoreland County. Our home county. All right, everybody's good? Mom, you let me know when you have to stop.
I can wait longer, but
You know what surprises me? That on this stretch somewhere, Sheetz hasn't placed a place yet. Near one of these bigger towns or something. They would make a killing. I'm pretty sure.
Surprised you're welcome to have some.
Mom just wants a clean bathroom.
Pretty unclean.
No, it was occupied.
Oh. Occupado.
Right before she walked in, somebody else occupied it. And we're not sure they're actually using it for its proper.
Take the next
Use.
left toward JB Ellis Branch Road, then turn right onto JB Ellis Branch
The
Road.
person who went in may need an ambulance.
Tiny
in a
said,
little while.
yeah. Tiny said,
Oh.
just don't y'all be making her laugh when she needs that bathroom. I'll go on the side of the road somewhere.
Right.
That was sketchy.
Well, I'll tell you what,
in the heck is going
bumpy
on?
road won't help your situation either.
And
Holy
she's like,
crap.
stop
Turn
making me
left
laugh.
onto US
I'm gonna pee
119
myself.
I mean, remember, we are in West Virginia. The roads here are not better
Continue
than
on
this way.
US 119
Right.
South for 53 miles.
They got a China City buffet here next door.
Hey. They're about to be right.
Ghosty is laughing like a hyena thanks to Christy.
There is a Walmart here. Mom, I didn't even notice that. We're in a Walmart Plaza. You didn't want to run over there, did you?
No. I think I'll go somewhere other than this little area.
Well, pretty much the rest of the trip's this kind of an area.
Yep, we got both, E. Rogers. We got hand sanitizer, a whole roll of TP.
You know what we could look for is like a state park or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I'll have out. Chiefs Roadhouse.
Isn't this the area where the whites are from?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
If you ever want to watch another documentary, it's on YouTube. It's called The Whites of West Virginia. And you'll know why I didn't want to use the bathroom. The Whites of West Virginia. Their last name is White.
And they're from this area.
Yes.
Very close to here.
No, I think we got crumbs all over the truck too. Aku, like from our chips that we're munching on.
I'm getting yelled at for eating all of them.
Aku said, I'm eating those crunchy granola bars and there's crumbs everywhere.
Oh, those ones are really bad. Like you bite into them, they explode like shrapnel everywhere. How steep though, like these valleys are when you look at them. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
Really? But I thought there was a herd of elk down here.
What?
There was
Oh,
an
there are
elk
elks?
crossing sign back there. I didn't know. You know what? I wonder if they did introduce a herd back into this area.
Jerry said, okay, Connie, I think I'll stay in my house forever. No, the inbred family is the Whitakers, and they are down this way too.
Yeah, they're a little
they're
closer to
from-
Charleston.
They are from Odd, West Virginia. ODD. We have watched all of those videos. It's Soft White Underbelly does the documentary on the inbred family. The Whitakers.
And from what I
their name.
understand now, he's cut all ties.
He raised them through a GoFundMe to like improve their living conditions and like for clothes and food, and they were misappropriating their funds, we'll just say. What kind of chips? We got Utz's Grandma Utz's kettle cooked chips. They're so good.
Josh has McDonald's.
No, but
fries.
the White family is a very large extended family that are like the biggest drug dealing taking family in West Virginia. And into crime, like killing people, like doing all kind of unlawful things. It's really interesting documentary though.
But what, the grandfather that he's passed now was like what, a super famous tap dancer, or was what?
We're climbing a hill. Yep, bad service. Everybody's coming back on, so I'm assuming.
A little bit of service back as we climb the mountains. I feel like they're probably trying hard to improve the service through here. And we can go
Just in time. We just came into Kentucky, folks. If anyone's still with us,
We got the lights back and the view back, so obviously we're back a little bit.
Apparently we had to get into Kentucky to get service.
West Virginia, so we ain't for next. Kentucky's like they got cheap.
got 7 people that stayed on.
You guys are the best. If you did stick around, we love you.
So if you can see, Chris Gray said, geez, how big is this data hole? You can see those mountains around us? That is why.
Like
We're
literally,
driving.
they're like walls on all sides of you.
He said, I can almost hear Mama B swearing at no data. Mama B, I didn't know you knew that. What's
I think I can't remember now. I remember saying something.
Hi, Keith. Welcome in. Just in time that we got service back. We don't know how long we'll keep it, but we're near one of the bigger towns, so that's probably why we have it. But we just crossed into Kentucky through West Virginia. So thank you guys for sticking around. You guys are rock stars.
Oh, wait.
We losing service
Nope,
again?
we're going back into West Virginia.
What?
That we just went across the little tiny peninsula.
She didn't say welcome to West Virginia.
But the signs, we passed another Kentucky sign and
Hey,
another
Kim.
sign, another West Virginia sign.
Thank you, everybody that's coming back in now.
Hey.
We apologize. There is no service in Appalachia, this part of Appalachia. Yeah, here's
This should be
Williamson.
Williamson, yeah.
If anybody is into the paranormal, this is where the hospital on College Hill is.
We need. I wouldn't mind doing it. It's not horribly expensive, is it, or is it? I can't remember.
Oh, thank you, Sheila. Whoop whoop.
Sound the alarm! We have a super chat! Woo, woo.
Thank you. There it is.
There it is. Oh, let me see if I can turn you guys.
Where? What?
Up
that
on
white
that hill.
tan building up on the
Yep.
hill. That's the haunted hospital up there.
It's a haunted
And you can-
hospital
and
that
you can do it like
do
Madison, you can rent it.
investigations. That's where we could go.
We could.
Yeah. We're trying to think of somewhere
We'd
new
have
to
to
go.
stay here though at night.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you good for now still? Or
Yes. Can you do the alarm thingies on your
the sirens?
sirens on your chat? Are you able to just...
Oh, yeah. That man.
Yeah, we apologize. We're in them hills where the hills have eyes.
Right.
It's but although we love West Virginia. West Virginia is like used to be our second home. Now I think it's Iowa and Illinois
Yeah, right.
with all the
Iowa.
chasing.
Iowa. I've spent a lot of time lately in Iowa.
Yeah. We all have.
But
Indiana.
No, Iowa.
He said, I'm a hard rock star. 'Cause he likes hard rock.
Who was that, Keith?
Keith Harness. Hills and trees. Yep, that's all you're going to see down in this part of West Virginia. We love West Virginia. It is beautiful. But this isn't the best area
For service.
for service, and
Unfortunately, the whole rest of the trip's like that.
yeah.
This whole area is that's what it is. It's
You come into the big town, that's all you get.
and then you're back into the valleys, the real deep valleys. And I don't know how bad the service is between here and Pikeville, but if we lose you again, Pikeville will be our next spot. We'll definitely have service, which is
And there I might have to use map again.
only 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I will not end the stream and start over because we're not that far from our destination. So if we lose service for a while again, it'll come back on. I won't end the stream. It'll be a while, but it'll be on the same stream.
Yeah, we'll keep it on.
Oh, not the Hardee's.
What, closed?
Yeah. Not the Hardee's.
Exxon with a Papa John's in it.
Huh.
Hi, Brett. Welcome in. Are we going to hear some jokes today?
Hey, Brett from Iowa. We were just talking about Iowa.
No doubt.
We are all family, Sheila. Everybody in our chat is our Trackers Quackers family.
And we're blood family.
Ghosty
in
said
the
be
dark.
back soon.
There's a food city with a Starbucks in it.
Yeah. There's actually one of those in our parking lot of our hotel, too.
Oh, there we go. Mom could walk, she could smoke while she walks there and get a.
Starbucks.
Starbucks and Applebee's.
There you go.
Or grocery shop.
Are you going to message him?
Yeah.
Wow, we have service.
Yep.
Their school's nice, looks like.
Yeah, it's a nice school. Probably the county school.
Belfry.
Yeah, I bet you that's the county school.
Might be. Black Gem Park. Yeah, one thing that's at a premium here, if you notice, is flat ground. And if you are on flat ground, good chance you're in a floodplain.
Brett, I watched Ducks playing baseball the other day. They were hitting too many foul balls.
He's always got them.
That's quacky.
What's that place? AMC Theater.
I don't know, but there's a police officer there.
Looks pretty closed.
We are on the eastern side of Kentucky, near Pikeville,
is it?
Williamson, West Virginia. So we're down at the border right now. It is still
How
bad.
long can we get there at Hazard?
Hour and a half.
So, just before 8 o'clock.
Right around 8 o'clock, maybe a little after if we have to stop again at all or anything.
Pikeville, that's where Brian Hall's from. A hail guard, we're picking up a hail guard from Chris Hall. Josh bought off of him. Never know. Maybe we'll see Brian Hall. Highly doubting it, but you never know.
Right. Especially if he has to sort the truck out.
Especially if Chris calls him for us.
Chris says stays on. Whatever stays on.
Look it up.
How do you spell it?
That's how I just asked him, just to make sure. He said Sazon.
It's a Mexican restaurant.
Lovely. Well, good thing we're in a hotel tonight.
I was gonna say it's not like we're traveling anywhere. There's the middle school. Bet that's the old high school.
Yeah.
It's only 3.9 miles, but I think it might be.
Chain.
Maybe. Saison and Hazard. Let me look that up. Yes.
Could be kind of like a local chain, like they had opened one somewhere and then
It closes at 10.
it's gonna be a good time wise.
I'm trying to view the menu. Menu.
Everybody go out.
I'm getting bad service again, guys. We're going into sketchy service territory.
We will be
Coming
back
out of town. Yes,
if
we will
lose
be
it.
back. It may be a little delayed, but we will be back on this stream. So
We love you guys.
we apologize and we thank you for standing by.
And supporting us no matter how bad our service is.
We like Ryan Hall, y'all too. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he does a very good job
Yes,
of
very good.
analyzing and keeping
And
people informed.
I love watching the chasers that he streams. Chris Hall's one of them.
Bryce Shelton's one.
Bryce
of them,
Shelton, which is, y'all met him at our meet and greet and our cookout. He is, I believe, dating Paigey. They haven't come out and
they
said.
haven't been official about
But
it.
yeah,
I mean, they are kind of like hanging together
yeah,
all the time.
yeah, pretty much.
He's staying in her house.
Yeah, she stayed at his. And even B. Dean Barry's been on Ryan Hall.
Yep.
We were actually part of weather-scan.com, and Ryan Hall runs it.
Or is trying to develop it.
Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. Yeah, he's trying to develop it. Yeah, like he came up with the idea and pitched it, and it's like,
Chris says get an Eagles plate to go there. Right.
you're cool, boy.
I'll look that up and get some service. Sure.
We got 5G going up this mountain.
Wow.
Hmm?
I got one bar of 14.
Now I got, back down to 4G, but now we're going uphill.
Yeah, right.
That looks like it's going to be a beautiful house.
Yeah, it does.
Jerry, try
Awesome.
appreciate that, Jerry.
Jerry,
It's getting hot and humid in my side of Iowa this weekend, says Brett.
Yeah, it's supposed to get warm up in our area too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is that okay for you to go to a Mexican restaurant?
Me?
Yeah.
We have a hotel. As long as the hotel's not too far from the hotel.
And we're not traveling.
Yeah. As long as you don't want me blowing the bathroom a little bit.
Nope.
You live in my house.
Oh.
What?
Right.
Hi.
Where's that?
Colorado.
Oh.
Dad. Colorado.
Oh, that's the
Big
one
high
we want.
base
right.
time. Who got that?
David Baxter. You sleeper. He's grinding out. He doesn't come out east at all. He stays out and grinds everywhere. weather. I think even when there's a tropical storm, he'll stay out grinding severe weather.
I noticed there was a few that did that.
There was zero tornado risk day again. Yep. That was right here reported.
That's when you get
Near
them.
Deer Trail, just east of Denver.
Nice.
An Eagles plate is grilled chicken topped with 12 pieces of shrimp and cheese sauce, served with rice and beans.
That does sound pretty good.
There's all out there chasing right now.
Did you hear that, Josh?
What?
The Eagles plate
Okay.
is grilled chicken topped with 12 pieces of shrimp and cheese sauce with rice and beans.
I can do that.
That actually sounds really good.
Who's all out there chasing all the mess today? Anybody I know?
I'm looking to see what they have on their
Ryan Purdy's
menu.
out there.
Seems like the service might be pretty decent in this area, guys. We'll
Yeah, it's actually good now.
keep you on board here.
If I can get my chat
Dave
to load.
Baxter's right there.
Hi, Mr. Richard. Jerry is asked if anyone was a Civil War buff. Well,
Ding, ding,
I
ding.
happen to be sitting next to one that's driving the vehicle.
Probably a little rustier than I used to be, but I'll tell you pretty much everything. I have to admit, I don't want to.
Thank you, Tiny. We'll see you in a bit. Uh-oh. No, we're very, very far away from you, Mr. Civ.
Yeah,
Oh,
not your part of Kentucky.
No. Down at the southern end of West Virginia, part of Kentucky. Hi, Emily.
Yeah, down near Cumberland Gap, Kentucky.
You planning getting Chris Hall's Hell Guard? Sure am. I'll meet up with him tomorrow morning to get it.
And we're getting dinner recommendations off of it right now.
Yep. He gave it to me, so thank you. Jerry wants to know, Dad, what is the most recaptured town in the history of the Civil War?
That might be Harper's Ferry. I feel like it may be, but I'm not 100%.
Mr. Richard, we're heading down to Hazard, Kentucky to pick up a Hell Guard off of Storm Chaser for the TIC, the Tornado Intercept Kia. Mr. Mona likes to call
I'm sure at one point I knew this.
it. Huh?
I'm sure at one point I knew the answer to that question, but I don't think it's Harper's Ferry. I can't remember.
Jerry said, ding, 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 give Chris a cookie.
That's okay. Maybe I was right.
That's what he said. Mr. Richard said, quack, quack, quack.
Billy said the stream has been fun in their present area you are in.
That's awesome.
Susan, how was the split pea soup with ham? I heard.
Oh, yeah, I saw you were making that for your husband.
I wouldn't mind trying that.
I said I'd try that too. Doesn't sound bad.
Split pea with the ham sounds like that. The ham would make it.
Yeah.
Like I've heard people with split pea soup, and I'm not sure if I'd like that with the ham. Though I might be.
I mean, we eat ham and bean soup.
Right.
I make this really good ham, cheese, and potato soup. Oh, it is so
That is so good.
New text message from Justin Jaburko.
What the heck does he want?
What's Chiborko one?
I thought I signed that trip sheet.
Don't Chiborko too bad. Go away. I'll call him on Monday. Like, hey, Chiborko.
Jerry asked if you ever do reenactments of the Civil War.
I do not. I thought about it for a while. We kept talking about getting into it.
We have
Just-
neighbors that do it.
Yes.
Sierra and her parents.
Yeah. I always, if I did it, I wanted to be an artillery unit. But yeah, it never ended up
Blow
like
things up with cannons.
right.
And that is why I like fireworks.
Yep.
I like blowing things
Too
up.
many irons in the
Meta.
fire.
Oh
though.
boy. Facebook?
What?
Just kidding. This town's called
I
Meta.
saw the sign. I was like, oh, what? Man, it's gonna try to custom design a Hellguard if he gets one. There you go. That's what this one is, was custom design. But
Turn you guys a little bit.
this is gonna definitely help me out, protect the roof of my Kia. I don't blow out the panoramic sunroof on top. That's expensive to replace.
We're on the opposite end of Kentucky from them.
You're out around your end of the world landing a couple.
That was Pauline who said that.
What's that?
About the being on the opposite end of Kentucky from her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Landon was in on there. He wasn't. We kind of wondered. We didn't hear from him for a while. But whenever
He reached out to me the other day actually when I was out. Where was I at? Oh, when I was in Pennsylvania chasing yesterday for Debbie.
Right.
Me and him were chatting for a while. He's getting what was it, lady? You said you were getting a Crown Vic, wasn't it? He was getting a Crown Vic
Oh, okay.
for his car. I said that's a good sturdy car. Those last forever.
Yep.
Like,
But yeah, we were in his neck of the woods when Mom Mars and I were chasing, and we stayed in Louisville. We went through his neighborhood on the way down there.
Jerry says, I did in 1988. I was a member of the 9th Virginia Cavalry. First battle I did was Battle of Wilson's Creek in my hometown of Byesville, Ohio.
That's cool.
Landon said yes, an old police cruiser. So it's probably beat up a little bit, but it's probably like strong, tough. The police cruisers, they built them a little bit tougher to handle that. And Susan said it was excellent. It was good. Glad the piece of ham was delicious.
That's cool. You guys can get a good idea why it's hard to chase in this area too. These roads like this were just recently built. As I was saying earlier, this used to all be 2 lanes up and over these mountains. So within the last 20 years is when any of these 4 lanes have been built.
Ghosty, guess who's back?
Ghosty.
Back again. Ghosty. California. When she always used to say that, guess who's back? And I'd say, guess who's back? Back again.
Right, Ghosty's not
Ghosty's
on.
back.
Have no fear.
Well, now
Ghosty.
she has a wrench.
Yeah.
She likes to get on now
Yep.
a lot more. And you don't have to feel obligated, Ghosty, to stay on. I mean,
No,
you
absolutely
can bug
not.
out at any
I
time.
said that yesterday on the chat.
Nap, go back to bed, whatever
Oh,
you
she
need to
did.
do.
She took a nap on me yesterday.
I saw where she writes that. Took a cat nap.
And a bunch of people were like, this rain's so soothing, I'm going to get back to sleep. Take a
I'll
nap.
tell you what, it does. A lot of the time when you were on with Hurricane Debbie, I was like, I'd have it on and I'd be sitting there like just put my head back and like, oh, that sounds so nice.
Especially when we fell asleep
In the Walmart parking lot.
It was
Till
quiet.
Was it thunder or wind that woke you guys up?
Wind.
Wind.
Oh, big gust.
Big
of
gust.
wind.
But it was
We
like
didn't have
perfect.
any thunder or like. Well, no, we had a couple.
I thought you had
lightning
like
flashes.
one real big crack. It was close.
We did. Oh yeah, we did. And then
But
that
you
was
were
it.
awake. You guys were awake.
Yeah, we were driving for that.
But I was like, it was so soothing.
That
So-
rain was soothing because we both fell asleep.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't real hard wind. It was just the right tempo. well, I say tempo and stuff with the windshield wipers and everything. It put you right to sleep.
I kind of want to go back. I didn't really even watch that part, but I need to go back and watch what everybody was saying while we were sleeping.
Yeah.
Jerry said my current town has a Civil War connection because he said it honestly does make you want to go to sleep with the rain on the windscreen.
Yes.
And JBL said I bounce in and out. Yep, you're all. No one has to stay with us.
Yep.
We
No,
don't
you
expect
guys did
anyone.
do an awesome job. That's why I wanted to have a mix of people too, where you are, where you live, and stuff, so that different times try to have at least one on here and there.
I thought that's what I watch.
But we got our New Zealand double barrel mod, so
Yeah.
watch out when you get the Kiwi twins on.
Oh boy.
Kiwi twins power activate.
Some of our other mods don't get on very much at all, or they're on other streams, so we needed to get some of you that are
Very loyal to us.
Very
We appreciate
loyal.
ya.
yes.
And I tell you what, I personally feel pretty impressed whenever I can tell people that our mods are from New Zealand. We've hired the big guns,
They ain't afraid of nothing.
right?
Chris,
Don't
time
come
zone
here
doesn't
and
exactly work
time
for
you
me.
You give them a wrench, they'll throw it right back.
Right?
Behave.
Example with midnight here. Yeah.
Is that Chris Gray?
Yeah. And Justin Selig's back on. He said it looks like a beautiful day there. Horribly overcast here in Berks County. When we left at noon, it was
Very
like
over.
very. It was almost black. It looked like it was going to storm, but
Yeah.
we caught a little bit
Well,
of
who was-
misty rain.
Somebody in Bedford County earlier
Yeah.
was saying it was just going to storm there, it looked like.
How'd you guys fare out with all the flooding last night, Justin?
Oh yeah, because up near Allentown got it bad last night. People were asking if I was going back up to Leesport to cover the flooding, and I said no, it's an hour and a half north of me.
Too far.
And it was coming up on 10 o'clock, and I went to work.
I was going to say, if we didn't have this scheduled for today, you probably could have, but
Yeah.
we've been so busy with everything, we had to get
Yeah.
out. Yeah, we got to get some of this stuff done.
Well, and I said I could have stayed out there like last night and then drove home this morning.
Right.
Still got home in time to go with you guys, but
It
that was
is
miserable.
11:01 a.m. on the 20th down in New Zealand.
Oh boy.
I love it.
Nice bright there.
Chris Gray said it's like 2 after midnight Tuesday in the UK. Jerry
So-
said Morgan's Raiders came through Pleasant City in 1863. I can't talk all of a sudden. 1863 on their way to Old Washington, Ohio.
That's some details I didn't know.
Pikeville, we're coming into Pikeville. Whoop, whoop. We should keep service as we go through town. Because
Oh yeah, for Pikeville for
Or
sure.
around town, whatever.
I don't
Did he
know.
want to go through town?
Who?
Him. He asked about Pikeville.
No, I just said that was where Chris was from, or Ryan was from.
Oh, yeah.
In half a mile,
Yeah.
turn right onto US 23 North, US 460 West.
I looked it up once. He sits on a hill overlooking
He's
part of town. It's one of the littler like.
I think it's behind the Walmart.
Is it Coal Run Village?
Yes. That's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Take the
it.
next
We're
right
actually
onto
going through
US
there.
23 North, US 460 West.
We're past there. As I say, I remember he has a webcam
Yes.
that looks over.
Actually, I think it's the hill where this is
Continue
the
on US
Walmart right here,
23
isn't it?
North for 7 miles.
Yeah, the Walmart's right here. It's up above a hill up there on top of the hill.
Where?
Straight over there.
Over there?
Yeah. above the Lowe's.
But I'm not sure that's where the weather house is.
That's where he has a weather camera set up.
Yeah.
I thought the
I
west.
mean, I see all kind of like. There's a house up there. It sits in that hill. See it back in there?
It's way up there. I think it's on top of that. Top high.
Well, maybe.
So
Yes,
I'm looking
Emily,
right on
we
Megan,
are in
that's what it is.
Pikeville.
It is the weather house, y'all squads.
You know what? What about those right up there, right above the Walmart right now?
Oh, I bet that's it. Look at that house.
Because it looks this way, and this is Coal Run Village, up here on the left. I'll bet you that's it.
Ooh wee.
Make sure everybody tells Ryan we said hi.
Hi, Ryan, as we go by.
I should message Chris, be like, hey. Tell Ryan we said hi. Or message him there.
Yes, so as soon as we go past this light, that's all
Yep.
Coal Run Village on the left.
That's what we were talking about, Emily. Yeah, we're trying to figure out where his weather cam is and
We
maybe
think
his
that's-
house. Yeah,
I think
the weather
Well,
house.
the weather house.
I think the weather-
I don't know where he lives. He does not live at the weather house.
No,
The
he
weather
does
house
not.
is set up as his.
It's the
work.
business.
Yeah, it's the business. Must be doing okay to get those two houses.
True or false, Chris? True or false, Chris? Kentucky is the birth state of both Jefferson Davis and Abe Lincoln, president of the South and the North.
I believe that is true. I know it's where Abe Lincoln was born. I know that for sure.
Isn't
Jefferson Davis, I believe he was born in Kentucky as well. I feel like he was born in eastern Kentucky and Lincoln was born in western. I know where we've been to Abe Lincoln's birthplace twice.
happy early anniversary, you guys?
Yeah, overlooks the village.
Yeah, this is the village right here.
Justin said if you go on Radar Omega, you can zoom into the exact location and view the cam.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's what I'm looking at right now. The camera's not online now.
Chris, give Chris a McDonald's milkshake. You're right. And Susan said, happy anniversary, you guys. I'm confused. Or do you mean our anniversary? Like Chris and I? Because it's in like
It's
3
coming
weeks.
up,
Yeah.
yeah.
So both Landon and JBL want your Zello.
In mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emily's related to Colonel Sanders.
That's awesome.
Do you have the secret recipe?
Or do you have access to it?
The 7 herbs and spices?
7 or 12?
I thought it was 7. I gotta look that up now.
Dr. Pepper's 23. Says right on the bottle.
KFC, Colonel Sanders.
Keeping an eye open. Ryan might be out for dinner or something. That'd be cool, but it's just like here and like just ran into him.
Right.
Like I probably would like pass out. Oh, 'cause he's so big now.
Yeah, I would imagine here he's just running. Like
11.
I'm sure.
11 herbs and spices.
11 in between.
We were
us.
both wrong.
He's
I was
probably
closer.
He probably is like just a town, like he's the famous guy from now. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this is Pikeville from Ryan Hall.
Chris Gray said, note to self, Emily is probably spicy.
Ah.
Jefferson Davis monument to him at Hopkinsville, where the
Oh, wait.
Hopkinsville
So that's
aliens.
Western. So they actually weren't that far apart where they were born, even.
And that's where the goblins were
Goblin,
from.
yeah. We were near Hopkinsville on that chase that I was talking about earlier when we were out by Louisville and everything.
True or false, 3 of the best generals of the North came from Ohio, and if true, can you name them?
God, now you're really trying me here.
My great aunt was his mom.
No, Reynolds was Pennsylvania. Oh God, who were the Ohio? generals.
We know it wasn't Joshua Chamberlain.
Nope, he was from Maine. I feel like it was Winfield Scott might have been one of them. Who else from Ohio? I believe Sherman was from Ohio. And not Winfield Scott, but General Winfield.
Not Scott,
No,
said.
no, not General Winfield. Sherman. Was Grant? I can't remember now if Grant was born in Ohio. I just watched something about him.
Moline said Grant. Sherman and Sheridan.
Grant, Sherman, and Sheridan.
Oh yeah, we've been down to that Mothman country several times, Justin.
I was like, what was that? I'm trying to figure out what that noise was.
Josh told us last night your anniversary. Oh, well, thank you, Susan. It is September 9th. It'll be 24 years. And in October, it'll be 30 years of us being together.
That's right. Next year's 25. Did I say
Yep.
25 this year?
Next year, we were planning on going to Iceland for our 25th anniversary to see the aurora up there, because I can't even imagine. That was number one. But now I've seen them twice.
In
Very,
Pennsylvania.
in within a couple months. And
So we may change our.
yeah,
If you're, I mean, it's up to you.
we're thinking
ultimately.
Hawaii now, because now we want to see volcanoes.
We were going to do both in
Iceland, yeah, but
volcanoes and aurora, but
it's cold.
yeah, maybe we'd rather do the warmer weather with the volcano.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's what
it'll
you
be
guys say.
it'll be 24 years. Josh was wrong.
That's my bad.
He was close, but
25 next year, but that's my bad.
Yeah. Close too. You probably almost were thinking next year.
Yeah, that's
Not realizing it's only a couple weeks away.
but in October
Yeah,
this
this
year
year.
will be 30 years we've been together.
Yeah.
That's right. You guys didn't mention you guys were thinking of money.
I don't know. We're kind of like leaning away from foreign travel.
Yeah.
The world's just a little scary for that right now.
Yeah, because we even thought about Germany, because they actually celebrate Oktoberfest in September.
Oh, really?
But I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Susan said my hubby and I will have 30 years in October.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Heck yeah.
YBY.
In half a mile,
I'm not
turn
up
left
on
onto
all the
Kentucky 680
lingo.
West.
What is it?
YBY.
I have no idea what it is.
Justin said the Iceland volcano is said to erupt at any moment.
Again.
At the light, turn left onto Kentucky 680 West.
Yeah, I'd like to go back down to the Mothman
Hey,
Museum
Mom, do you
again.
need
But
a restroom or anything?
we haven't been down there in a while, but
Mother,
I'm good.
You sure?
I mean, we're not that
Oh, I'm-
far.
I'm good.
Okay.
I can wait an hour.
Well, those things aren't crazy. We can probably do it in less than an
Continue for
hour.
15 miles.
Surf might get sketchy though, going back.
Yeah, now that we're turning this away, I don't like the look of this.
Service might get sketchy, guys. We apologize in advance.
But Kentucky's been a surprise so far with service, so let's hope it continues.
But yeah, Justin, we want to get back down to Point Pleasant. We had the kids there when Mars was what?
They were old enough to know
10.
and stuff. Yeah, probably about that.
Yeah, and Josh was like 14.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. We went back to the TNT area, and we've been there. Chris and I were there before that too. They have a big Mothman festival every year, but yeah, that's too many people
Uh-oh.
for me. What?
People.
What?
I was too slow with the line because that's when I knew where you were going when you said, well, yeah, and that's how I was gonna go do it. People.
What famous Confederate general is from Pennsylvania? Hint, he lost Vicksburg.
Oh God, I don't even remember who was in charge of Vicksburg whenever.
It wasn't Reynolds, was it?
No, he died at Gettysburg.
Oh, okay. Mothman comes to places full of danger and thrill. Yeah, people said they've been seeing
remember.
Mothman in Chicago, but then they debunked that. Yeah, but they debunked it.
And yeah, Jerry, it's like I'm drawing a blank right now on the Vicksburg. I can't remember now.
This like totally cut out. I have like no service at the moment.
Oh yeah.
John Clifford Pemberton.
Thank you.
Deline said YBY was an error. I have no idea what some of the things are anymore.
Yeah, like I know like the BRB and stuff like that.
The old car.
Old car.
Who
is that? That's
Aaron J. Jack.
That's right, J. Jack.
He's a
I don't know, but her name is very almost Icelandic or something like that, or Norwegian.
Susan said her husband robbed the cradle. I didn't see the whole thing. Wait, let me look. Why can't I? Oh, there it goes. They're 12 years apart. He'll be 65 in October and I'll be 53.
Hey.
It doesn't matter age after you reach that certain point. I think
Right.
once you're like 21, even 18. I mean, it would be weird if you were like, I don't know, 14 and he was 26. You know?
Yeah.
But once they turn 18, they're legal.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, once you get to a certain age, then.
Just remember that, though, when you yell at me about that.
Well, I mean, the younger of the two has to be at least 18.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. But no, why would I ever talk to people when you're like,
Oh, this big cut in the middle.
It's pretty, though. Look how beautiful.
Yeah. There's
your age is just a number.
Emily says I'm 36 and he's 49.
And nothing
Oh, you know
like
what this is definitely? This was some mountaintop mining that happened here. Where they cut the whole top of the mountain off, take all the holes, put the mountain, build the mountain back.
Yeah, that definitely looks like steps.
Yeah, it's fairly recent. People were singing. Sure that.
It's just kind of neat.
It's just some crazy electricity. It just again.
Justin said I'm 35. Chris and I are both 51.
Whatever.
Don't even remember. I quit counting her service here. Just
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's not that high. I'm 18.
21's what most people.
Boy, that's a
care.
beautiful view, guys, huh? If you guys can hear me.
I'm just happy I was able to go out and be on late nights and drive.
Yeah. No restrictions on driving.
Them mountains don't want us to see. Nope.
So at least the stream's still getting out. That's impressive.
It might not be. It might not be.
Yeah. Yeah, people are still chatting.
Yeah, they're not saying black hole or anything. So.
Yeah, they're just saying it might be really, really sketchy.
This really looks like a valley we're going to cut into.
There we go.
What the heck?
Jerry is a year younger than us for 5 more months. Then he'll be the same age.
In 5 months, I'll still be a year older than you, Barry.
JBL has a question. What 2 artists from the 70s had a chart topper in 1993? 2 artists.
Hot harder than 93. I'm not even gonna be thinking of the back seat.
I mean, I feel like Ozzy Osbourne could have been.
Tina Turner and Rod Stewart.
Oh, there one surprise. What song was it? 93 that he had.
That's what Ghosty said. Yeah.
That's awesome. Be said for stays with you through. I mean, that's what marriage is about, through thick and thin, in sickness and in health. But there are a lot of people that bug out when their partner gets sick, and I could never do that ever. I told Chris I'd happily wipe his butt for him when he can't do it.
Yeah. Almost needed it the other day when the dog bit me.
Oh yeah, so you tell him the story about that.
So yeah, the other day, I was
Doing yard work.
Yeah, doing yard work and pulling weeds out of our patio, and because we haven't mowed in like what I think almost
Over a
2
month,
months.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's been so dry,
So
the
dry.
grass was like crunchy brown.
But the weeds obviously grow still, and they were growing in the cracks of our patio. So I was pulling them and tossing them into the yard so Connie could hit them with the mower. And I wasn't paying attention, and our German Shepherd decided she wanted to catch one of the weeds. So she came over and bit at it as soon as it was like leaving my hand, and she bit through my fingernail. And I mean, I heard her jaw come to a complete closed chomp, and my fingers were in her mouth.
Jesus.
What was that?
A rock?
Jeez. And she bit through my fingernail. I'll tell you, to this day, that was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And my hero came to take care of me. But yeah, first time I had to go to the bathroom after that, because I was like, I'm right-handed, and I was like, this could be a problem. Because it hurt so bad I couldn't even touch it. Like I had to like keep it away from everything.
I was like, after 3 shoulder surgeries on one side and 1 surgery on my left side, I was like, welcome to my world.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, no, their teeth don't mess around, but their grip, their bite.
They're the second strongest, and I found that out the hard way.
But she was like, she didn't even know that she did anything wrong because she thought she was playing.
Yeah.
You know, and she was playing.
She was chomping that weed and shaking it. That's what she did with my finger too. No, as soon as I yelled though, she let go and took off. She was like, "Oh my God, what'd I do?" She was all upset. I felt bad.
I was on DoorDash or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't never gonna happen.
Oh, it was bad news. I'm sure that any neighbors heard. They had a.
I don't know how we're keeping connection because I have no service.
Right. I don't know.
I have some.
I have the FU symbol again. No, wait, get a bar back. I got a bar.
Yeah, the hotspot has two bars of 4G. That's
Wow. Oh, we got 1 bar again. I'm back to 1 bar.
That hotspot does do pretty good for. If you got an external antenna or a booster for it, you'd really be in good shape.
So if anybody's ever found my TikTok, my personal TikTok, I have videos of our shepherd. She loves to jump and bite bubbles.
Oh, she
So yeah, we blow bubbles for her all the time. And I found this
Head
bubble
past
gun
this guy.
that shoots out like 100 bubbles a second, if not more. And she goes crazy. So I've made some TikTok videos.
And the problem is she doesn't know when to quit either.
Yeah,
We're tired. We want to go sit down. She's like still wanting to play.
But she's like completely panting like at 1 billion times a second.
Like she's ready to fall over.
Didn't you make one of those videos of her?
Red
Yeah.
Bull.
I like Red Bull.
Bull.
I like Red Bull. You like Red Bull?
Our shepherd is a good girl though. Like she is really good. She just loves to play.
Yeah.
We call her crackhead because she's crazy that way.
Crazy energy.
But she listens
She's
very well,
good.
yes.
Her other favorite game is put your hand under the blanket. She loves that game.
Yeah, we.
And she knows that it's your hand under there because she won't bite at it. She'll try to, but then as soon as she gets on your hand, she just does the little nibbling. It's so funny.
She's like, okay, I got you. Let's go get it. She's like playing.
Hi, Bill. Welcome.
What up, Bill?
Chris Gray said he was engaged once, 6 months in. He found out that she was cheating with a so-called mate. Lucky escape.
Yeah, no doubt.
And Jerry, my first Zeppelin tune I heard was Good Times, Bad Times. I was 10.
Nice.
Yeah, our shepherd's cool. And then we have Finn, who is an Aussie mix. Aussies, typically for a male, don't get over 60 pounds. He's 110. He's huge. And so we think that, I mean, he has the blue merle coat. So he's a beautiful dog. Like most Aussies have the blue merle. That's what color he is. But he, long hair, fluff ball. But we think he's mixed with either Great Pyrenees or like,
Burmese mountain dog.
yeah,
he
he
has
has
that
boxy head. And he's huge.
That's so crazy. The high school just built the
Says we're in
side.
on a black hole.
Really?
Are you guys able to hear us at all?
What's that? Is that in chat?
Ghosty said that.
In half a mile, turn left onto Kentucky 80 West State Highway
It
80.
is frozen on my end. Oh,
Yeah.
Hit live. Yeah, it's working now. Yeah, it's gonna hit the live button.
Okay. Mars is on. Speaking of doggos, did you see the pic I sent? Let me look.
Discord.
They, for
Turn
real,
left
were
onto Kentucky
fighting
80 West State Highway 80.
over who could be on my bed, so I made enough room for both of them.
Aww.
Oh my god, you're so cute. I love our doggies.
They do. Like one will jump, like Finn will jump up, and then Xena gets jealous.
They are so jealous of each other.
Continue
and they-
on Kentucky
Like, I
80
have
West
enough
for
room,
31
shut up.
miles.
And they trick each other. And
Mars, can you share the Discord link for anybody that doesn't have it? And if anybody else is watching, just lurking and not chatting with us, you're welcome to do that. Just make sure you subscribe. That's how you could, like, really support us. That's
Yeah.
the best way.
we're trying to get to 6,000, and we were so close. I wonder where we
So
are now.
we lost some subscribers again. Probably,
Yeah, we lost one.
We
probably
lost it.
trolls.
We
We
didn't-
lost one.
yeah, from this
5,000.
morning.
We
We have
didn't gain any.
5,972 right
We haven't
now.
gained any new subs today.
Bummer. I figure our loyal fans will be the ones on.
Yeah.
So we haven't been chasing, so we haven't really getting anybody new.
Yeah.
I don't think people that are not like,
Our true supporters.
Yeah,
Well,
that-
they don't know the ride chats yet. But we got a lot of new people yesterday, or over Violet Chase yesterday, and we didn't get a whole lot of. They're not on today because it's just they're not used to us yet.
Our niche is talking to everybody. We try to acknowledge you, answer you, read your stuff out loud. Like, because Josh or Chris obviously cannot look at the chat all the time while he's driving. We know Josh does, and that's dangerous. And
he amazes me, actually, some of the stuff.
I get freaked out, but yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
What I do?
I said when you're reading the chat while you're driving, it makes me nervous.
Oh, because
Yeah, what really blew my mind yesterday was when you sent a fire department message out while you were driving.
very slowly. I was driving slow.
Hi, Glendale.
No, I was on the turnpike with my cruise control. All I do is make
It's
sure
still blew my mind. Like, how did he just do that? I don't even want to know.
But anyways, yeah, that's our niche. Is we love our followers and our fans, and you're family to us. So when you chat with us, we love talking with you. That's our thing. Sometimes we shy away from people in person. That's because of our jobs.
Yeah.
But if it was you guys, like when we were at the meet and greet, we were kind of little, I wouldn't say standoffish at all. We're just shy of people we don't know.
Yep.
But if they came up to us, like Rust Belt Ruthie was there, and she came up and told us who she was, and we were like, oh my God! And we pulled her aside and like taled to her longer than anybody else.
Yeah,
That and Jeff came the whole way down from Northeast PA.
Yeah.
It was like, that was crazy to us.
The guy who was Orlando Star,
Yeah.
he came down
Yes.
and introduced himself.
Yeah.
We wanted them to introduce themselves.
That is like, because you guys are our family. We love you guys. And we appreciate you chatting along, and it keeps us like entertained and makes our trips go by fast. Not that we don't like talking to each other.
No, but this trip today,
yeah.
we're down to 30 minutes. Like,
A 6-hour trip. We're down to 30 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah, Jerry, we'd love to meet you someday. That would be awesome.
We want to meet everybody in our chat. And we met Trebona. And we'd love to meet everybody else. We've been trying to meet up with coffee.
Well, we told her once we get up to her area that we're going to meet up for dinner.
Or we'll just plan it one time when there's no weather going on a day off. We'll just go.
Glendale Rail Fan, French Toast and Siren said, what about me?
Wait, what?
Glendale Rail Fan, French Toast and Sirens said, what about me?
Coming to meet you?
Yeah. Did we meet you already, or do you want us to meet up with you? Because eventually we want to meet up with everybody.
Because we definitely
Yes.
have. I mean, we know you. But aren't
yes.
you from California? Am I right? Am I wrong? Right? I'm having a brain.
I don't even remember. I'm sorry, my brain.
I know you've been around a little while, Glendale. We talked to you a lot. But my brain.
Yeah, we'd love to meet everybody someday. That would be
Absolutely.
awesome.
And honestly, if we're ever in your area and like a chase is winding down or something, and you want us to swing, we're close, we'll stop in and say hi to people and stuff like we did with Trebona.
No, we wouldn't get scared, Chris.
We wouldn't.
Yeah.
We don't want anybody try to jump in and when we're chasing though, and like want to jump in with us, because we never know where we're going to end up or anything like that.
Yeah.
Glendale's from Hamilton, Ohio.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Sorry, and maybe your name was throwing me off, because I was like, all I can think of is California when you say Glendale.
I'm thinking of Glendale, Arizona.
We were in Hamilton, Ohio, too. Hamilton's right north of Cincinnati, correct?
I mean, yeah, like,
I don't remember. Maybe I wasn't there for that one. I don't know.
You need to hook up with Mr. Civ, too. He lives in your neighborhood.
Hey, where'd he go? He's not on there.
yeah, like, I don't mind meeting people, like, in public areas, because we don't know everybody,
Yeah.
but, like, the meet and greet, it was so cool to meet Ruthie.
And
And that gave us time to talk to people.
Yeah, and Ruthie's like another chaser, and she doesn't do it obviously as much now, but in her younger days she did, and it was cool to get to, hear her stories too. But
Yeah.
when we met Top Fan,
Yeah, Top Fan.
yeah, he's a young man that doesn't live very far from us, but he's an aspiring meteorologist. So that's why he came, and he was a good kid.
So, speaking of that, I've been thinking of having a meet and greet sometime next year. Like, maybe like early spring, like early April, before snow season really gets insane. While the weather like starts to get nice. Do it for free for anybody that welcomes to come get a bunch of chasers to come.
Yeah, maybe we could do something.
Because I know a lot of people couldn't make it to the drive-in. A lot of people came and got turned away. This would be at a bigger venue, and obviously it would be free for people to come just meet us.
I have a thought on that, maybe.
What's that?
Wonder if you would take off though. Well, you could even do it with the fire department fundraiser kind of thing of we're there for free and everything, but the fire department can sell food and have it at our pavilion or something. And,
That's what I was thinking. It's just
you know what I mean? And just let the fire department sell some food.
like a
Like hot dogs and
chaser
stuff.
Storm chaser, yeah, barbecue.
Susan's
whatever.
offering to make us ribeyes on the grill for in central Wisconsin.
Oh, I've been to Wisconsin too.
I say Josh has.
I will remember that, Susan, because
We have not chased in Wisconsin yet, have we? No.
And you're
Not
not chasing
officially.
Minnesota either.
No, not officially.
I got states up with you guys.
do.
And New Jersey now too.
But I know that we've had a few of our loyal followers. I think they got pretty upset with us, and it then upset us because we feel bad. But we were chasing in a town, and we didn't know that they lived in that town. We were just going through
We were
their
flying
town.
through the
Yeah,
town,
to-
chasing to Baltimore.
Yeah, and they started really like, come get me, I'll be standing outside. And they even like message us their address, and it's like, I apologize, but we can't go out of our way and stop to get people. That's like, we can't, and we're not coming back this way. And when we told her no, we can't come, then
I feel like
haven't
we've
seen
lost
her
her.
since,
She was
yeah.
one of our. She was an OG, and that's upset us so much. We feel like
I was gonna say we haven't seen her since, have we?
I mean, if we plan it ahead of time with someone that we know really well on our chat, but this was like, we're just driving
that's
through
it.
the
Even
town.
and I'll use her for an example. If we knew we were going to be in that area and we planned ahead, like if she'd have messaged us ahead of time and said, "Hey, where you're going to chase today," and we could have planned it ahead, maybe we would have. But we can't do it on the fly. Like, oh, we're blowing through your town chasing this tornado that we don't know where we're going to end up either. Because what if we end up 3 hours away and we're,
Yeah.
you know?
Because we have like done chaser for a day. We did a raffle like
Which I'm
that.
doing another one coming up later this week.
There you go.
But I'm getting out more. I can. So. Hey, Mom.
But yeah, it just, you know, we're in the middle of the,
But we really missed that follower.
yeah.
Because she was very loyal OG, and I it kind of hurts too though that we lost that support, like that over that. Like,
I mean, she didn't say that's why, but
yeah, so I guess I shouldn't assume.
we haven't seen her since
Since.
then, and we felt really bad. But like, we were already on a tornado, and we couldn't.
Like trying to catch it.
Yeah, and we couldn't like stop.
Plus, we had the back that was just Connie and I that day, so the back seat was completely stuffed with
Yep,
stuff.
with
So like it
equipment.
would have been like a 15-minute stop to pick her up because we'd have had to move stuff and. Oh, I'm getting depressed. I feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel bad. I just want everyone to know, like, unless it's planned, we can't.
Right.
If we're on a storm, especially, we can't stop and.
No. But like that day with Trebona, if we're in your neighborhood and we're like, yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up today, and you're like, hey, you're only 20 minutes from my house.
And I'm cooking you guys ribs. Come over.
Yeah. Yeah, if you entice us with food, much more chance of success.
Susan said even in 6 inches of snow, he grills 12 months a year.
Yeah, right? We do it too. I sit out there and I freaking complain and swear at my smoker, but because it's so hard to keep it hot. Problem is where we live on top of a hill, I need a windbreak of some sort.
Get you one of them canopies.
Right? So it has wall.
I lost service, so I can't even see my chat.
Oh no. Our stream is
It's
broken.
There you go, Mars. Oh no.
I tell you what, these roads are a lot better than I remember them.
Mars said you should grill for me when you get back. Well, we'll see what time we're going to be getting home tomorrow night. But that's a possibility.
If I don't do it tomorrow night, maybe I'll do it Wednesday before I go to
Glendale
work.
said we should storm chasing team, me and my friends. I don't know what you mean. And then he said, what do you guys think? I'm not sure.
Are you saying you and your friend should make a storm chasing team? Like I said, if you're in the Hamilton area and want to get into it, I'd contact Mr. Civ. Because he's getting started with it. He's in your area. You guys could make up a little team.
Oh. Hello, Chubb's grandson here.
Oh my!
Connie, my grandma, said she's sorry she hasn't contacted you yet. She will soon. Been so busy trying to help Grandpa Chubbs. We completely understand. No worries, no hurry.
So in our thoughts.
Yes, just please
praying.
let him know that we're praying for him and thinking about him
We
every
love him.
day.
He's such a good guy.
He is one of our OG followers, and he has been watching us since the beginning when we only had like 12 people. In the middle of the night, Chris and I would jump out on a storm and would be the only person to get on and chat with us.
Yeah.
Such a good guy, and I'm praying that he feels better soon. We love him.
Yeah.
Tell your grandpa we love him. And I hope he makes you ice cream soon, because that's all he ever
no
talked
doubt.
about was making his grandkids ice cream.
And we would love to have some of his ice cream sometime too.
Yeah.
He told us he'd make it for us, so when he gets better, we'll have to plan something. We'll bring the food if he's making the ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I told your grandma is as soon as she can, like I said, no worry, no hurry. If she can tell us your address, well, his address, their address, so because we have something we want to send to him from the team.
Nice little places. We'll have to remember these.
We were so worried when we hadn't heard from him in so long. But
Yes, we were beside ourselves.
thanks so much for the love. It helps him so much. Oh my gosh, you don't know how much everyone in the chat loves him. He is such a great guy.
Yeah.
And I know he liked watching the storms. That was one. We'll be for he better. Aww. We love Chubbs.
We do.
Such a good guy.
We've been missing Tremona's sarcasm too. That guy needs to get better too. So extra prayers going out for Chubbs and Tremona right now.
Glendale, unfortunately we just chase our family, so we're not taking on any new chasers.
Now, we may take somebody with us every once in a while. but
Yeah, just like
usually
as a guest.
as a guest, yes.
But yeah, we're not
taking any
yeah,
new team members.
yeah, no
on.
new team
Yeah.
members. It's just our family.
We apologize.
But like I said, if you can get a hold of Mr. Civ one way, or like if you see him in the chat sometime, reach out to him about going with him together sometime, because he's in your neighborhood. So
There's someone who I've not seen on here for a while, but I've forgotten her name. Oh, I'm going to help Grandma. He wrote he loves you, all of you, and thank you for your prayers. Tell him we love him, we miss him, and get better and keep on fighting because he has ice cream to make for all of you.
And we will see him. When he's
Yes.
better, we are going to come see him.
He's gonna make me cry.
Yep. Tell him when he's feeling up to it to let us know. We'll be southbound and down.
John's talking about someone that he has not seen in a while. Are you talking about Coffee? She was on yesterday for a little bit. She's been not feeling the greatest lately, so we say prayers for her all the time too. Yeah, we're gonna meet up with her next time we're in Ohio for dinner. She is our biggest supporter we have. She is awesome. We love her. But she has RA, so she has a lot of bad days. So we let her get her rest. Morris said, these dogs are too precious. I can't make them move, but I'm hungry and I gotta pee.
I know how that goes.
What else did I miss here? Did I tell you guys my dad finally retired in June? That's awesome, Emily. Mike, we're in Kentucky. Remember I told you last night we were going down to pick up the Hail Guard? We're just about to come into Hazard soon.
Yeah, 15 minutes to our hotel. Maybe even a little less.
And we're not going to pick it up till tomorrow morning. So Mike said, just let him lay with you, Mars. We do not have a merch. So I talked to that does our hats and t-shirts. She doesn't do our personal ones, but she has made them for us. So she said that she would make them as a group. So she won't take like single orders. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out, like, if anybody wants t-shirts, you have to send your size, and or like if you want a hat or a t-shirt or a hoodie, you got to send your size and your payment to PayPal. And then once I get an order after a week, I will give that all to her and she will make those up. But she's going to pre-order stuff ahead of time, like 25 things at a time. And if it goes well, then she'll order more stock. But, you know, if not, then she'll at least have that on stock if someone will want one randomly. But she's a big order of ours right now. We ordered some stuff for our paranormal team and a couple other things that we are sending out to some of our big supporters. So when she gets that done, we're going to let her know and we're going to start taking order. I've tried to build a merch store. It did not work out. I went on Amazon merch and tried to set up a merch store. They only offer 2 types of t-shirts, 1 hoodie, 1 zip up, and like, I think there was like 1 mug, and that was basically it that I could create on a merch store. So it wasn't a lot of options. I think once you get a bigger store, there's more options, but that's all they give you to start out with. And you can only create 2 products a day. So it would take me a while to build up the store. But the t-shirts she's going to make is going to have our logo with PA storm trackers, just like our logo. and below it will say Trackers Quackers, because we want them to be different than ours, obviously, different than the teams, but not much different. Just it'll say Trackers Quackers, and she's going to incorporate a duck somehow. She's going to do a mock-up and send me what she comes up with, and after I approve them, she's going to order, the stock, and then I will announce it formally. So, yep, unfortunately, we don't have a store. I did have one set up on Printful, and then you have to use an e-commerce store for all the billing and stuff, but whoever store it is, so since I, created it, I would have to be in charge of all the customer service, the returns, and I have to pay for everything up front out of pocket before they get the money from the patron. So that was a no-go.
So we're gonna see. We're gonna play with it a little bit, man. If this works out with our local girl, who's also our accountant.
Yes.
I just go with that. We'll have to look and see what the YouTube and all those, like, if you can make a merch store that you just do yourself and create the order form and stuff. But the one thing that'll happen with us, unfortunately, it may not be like a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
We apologize for that, but it may be one of those where we need to get a monthly order together, so there's multiple things at
That's
once.
what she said, to get an order all together all at once.
Yeah.
So once a month we're going to do an order and say, here's the start date, you can start ordering now, and
this
orders
will be the
are
closing
due.
date, yeah.
Orders are due by this date.
And that's
But
when they'll get ordered.
for me to place your order, you would have to send your size, what,
Which we may be able to, on YouTube or something, make a store where they can do that part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Like
the
an
money
order
would
form.
have to come through PayPal before I could place the order.
Right. Where you fill out an order form and pay through PayPal.
Ghosty says, I want to buy a Trackers Quacker shirt that also says I'm quacked and I'm proud of it. Unfortunately, she can only do one design because she's herself. She's like a small business. She doesn't have a store. Like Chris said, she's our accountant, but that's what she does on the side, is she prints t-shirts or koozies or whatever product you want it printed on, she'll print it. And the hats, she does embroideries. So they're very nice.
Yeah, she does both, yeah.
If you guys have seen Matt Ham on here, one of our mods, he won one of our hats.
I think his YouTube profile is with the hat on now.
Yeah. Him the hat the whole way to New Zealand. That was
If you're buying in New
interesting.
Zealand, dice. That's all the sign said. Dice at a turn. That's
Well, thank you, Susan.
Right there. Can I ask you?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and I think counting, maybe it's live. I don't know. Mine's not going live. I hit the live button, it won't work. But
Wait, what?
what?
Google Maps says the speed limit right here is 80. I don't believe that.
You never know. It's Kentucky. It's kind of in and out, guys. I apologize. Bad area. And I appreciate that, Susan. Why does it keep going in and out? Bye, Mr. Richard.
Bye, Mr. Richard.
Bye.
Thank you for watching along with us. Yeah, I'm glad that she's going to help us. She's our accountant too, so she'll know how to do, the markup on it so that we get a little bit of money from it, and she'll know how to do all the taxes for it and everything. So we're learning as we go, people. Owning a business is not easy, especially when you put out more than you bring in.
And had no idea what you were doing when we started anyhow. We are clueless when it comes to this. Spend our whole lives getting paramedics. No idea how to run a
Yeah. Our daughter
YouTube
helps us a
business.
lot too, and
yeah.
she doesn't even own a business. Look, there's a steak and shake right there.
There it is.
What? It looks new
I
too.
was gonna say this looks like the beginnings of a commercial area, new commercial area there.
Bye, Mars bars.
And I guess we should start just kind of getting ready to wrap this up. 'Cause
Yeah, we're getting ready to pull into eat. Right? Are we gonna go?
I was gonna
check
do
in?
hotel first.
Okay,
Are you
that's
okay
fine.
with
Yeah,
that?
that's fine. But yeah, we're gonna get off here for now because we're almost at our hotel. I can't tell you guys how much we appreciate you riding along with us today, chatting with us, asking questions, supporting us. That means the world.
Yes.
Hopefully we answered anybody's
There's
questions
where
that
the
you had.
restaurant is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Well, it's only 2 miles. Not even 2 miles, so.
but yeah, we may be back on tomorrow. After we figure things out, like once we meet up with Chris and get the hail guard and see what's going on. But we're thinking if we go over into Matewan or into Hellier, that we'll do a live.
Those lights creep me out. They look like eyes looking
Yeah,
at
they
you.
do. Kind of like Mothman eyes.
Yeah, don't they?
Maybe that's what they're supposed to be for.
Yeah, watch for us tomorrow. But thank you so much. Thank you, Justin. We'll see you later. Talk to you soon, Chris and
Bye,
Susan
y'all.
and
Have a good night.
Kim. Ghosty, one of our new mods, is doing an awesome job.
Laying down the law.
Yeah, those Kiwi twins.
The Kiwi hammer.
Bye,
In half a
Beline.
mile, turn right onto the ramp to Kentucky
We saw the
15
other twin
South.
though today.
No.
Matt wasn't on. He must be sleeping good.
Yeah.
He needs
Good.
it.
Yeah, he needs some.
Well, you know what? Didn't he do? He did the investigation last night.
Yeah.
So he probably is sleeping.
But
Turn right
Okay,
onto the ramp to
guys.
Kentucky 15
we
South.
will see you guys probably tomorrow. Have a good night. And thanks again. Love you all.
Bye.
See ya.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Kentucky 15 South.